up, Lincoln?
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great weekend watching some NFL football yesterday. A little basketball if you cared to watch Nebraska try to play basketball yesterday at the Kohl Center in Wisconsin.
Kohl Center.
They tried. They tried to play basketball. Did not do
So
very
they
well.
didn't start off well, Jake.
Yeah, they're down 19-2. No big deal. No big whoop.
No big whoop.
Lost by 28 points, 27 points. But
here we are.
here we are. Doing radio on a Monday.
Everybody's here.
We are here. We're all on the boat.
It's what's the day?
Today is Monday, January 27th, 2025.
Plowing through January.
We are. It's gone fast.
How are you guys feeling?
Feel pretty good. Feel pretty decent. Got a lot on we all have a lot on our plate, I would say. Some busyness.
Yeah, you were oh, what was the word I'm looking for? You're fairly absent on the text line yesterday.
Yeah, I was.
He's busy.
There's a lot of things were going on yesterday.
I figured as
And
well.
I didn't get started in until I had to Jake filled me in right away with when the game started. I didn't know that one.
Which game?
Which had the hoops game.
Right.
Yes. When that started.
Bill
So
said, what time is it? It's at noon on BTN.
Yes.
So I won't be watching.
Did you really not watch?
I didn't watch a second of it. Now I tracked the whole thing. It was at. We'll get to that at 6:20. At 6:30. But
Tracks.
I did. I had the ability to watch the game, and I could not do it. And I'm glad I did. I learned enough by tracking and watching highlights.
You're just in the room next door with that.
I was at my house. The TV was just off. I was doing errands. I was doing stuff. I said, I don't need.
Yeah,
to
we
be
didn't get to the
watching.
bottom of this. So you're tracking it on your phone, but you refuse to turn your
because I knew how it was going to go. This is not me trying to put that negative energy in the air and try to change it. I just knew this is going to be a colossal waste of time, which is what it was. It was 2 hours of wasted time for people before the NFL
Depends
games.
how you look at it, but generally, if you're a Nebraska fan, should we not talk about this right now?
Yeah, we'll dive into that 6:30.
We'll wait. You have questions. Hey, just file your questions away in your head. You can do that. I can do it.
I just can't imagine being on the room next door, just looking at tracking it on my phone when I could
briefly
just have,
once in a while
have it on in the other room.
Once in a while, I would
that's
check
idle chit chat to me. Yes,
yes,
that's confusing to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Listen, I'll take the questioning there. It's fine.
Here's why
fair.
It moves beyond idle chit chat. So there's a danger. I'm going to do this. My concern is there's a lot of people I know that didn't watch the game. That
do you blame them?
No, and that's the problem. That's the problem. I mean, Troy Dannon doesn't want to hear that.
No, he doesn't.
That ardent Nebraska fans are not even they're not even watching at this point. That's why I didn't want to go too far. But there was I didn't watch the first part. I was in my truck listening to the 19-2 run
to start the game. 19-2. Now they battled back at 24-21.
Right.
So, and then they stopped playing basketball. So we're good. We're good for the day. Made our comeback. Let's just get blown out now.
Wisconsin's good. They got
we knew that going in. We knew that.
I didn't know they were that good.
They can score.
17 threes.
Yeah.
That's happening.
17.
Iowa hit 17. Listen, Iowa 17 threes against Nebraska. Purdue 19, and Wisconsin hit 17.
There's no way you
this
win.
Is pay. This is just hell right now.
Defensive coordinator. You can't. I don't know what they're doing. They double a lot. They double the post. Your dad probably had you double the post at times, but they're slow coming out of it. And they don't. Their rotation's not great, and they're soft getting to the 3-point shooters. That's part of the problem. Bryce has gone into tank for some reason. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know either.
And they lost their defensive edge, and Bryce went into tank, and now I don't know what Fred's gonna do.
Which is why we said those were must-win games, because that's how you spiral into complete hell, which is what happened for Nebraska basketball.
There's a couple of must-wins in there.
Yeah.
The Rutgers was a must-win.
Illinois is a must-win.
Well, but have good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Now every game's a must-win.
Yes,
That's why I
It's
don't
over.
do the must-win.
It's
thing.
over.
But is it? Well, yeah.
It's
Is
over.
it over?
2-7 in the league. Is that right?
Yep, and 6 straight losses, and many of those were by blowout. Now, the 2 at home were close losses to Rutgers and USC, but pounded at Purdue.
Yeah,
Pounded by Wisconsin.
Pounded. Hammered.
Now, close against Maryland
They were
on
down
the road.
They were down by 30 at one point yesterday.
Yeah.
Down by 30. By 30. Yeah, now I don't necessarily say waste of time, and because I want to see what the problem is. I want to see what's going on, so we can talk about it and diagnose it. And I mean, there's a lot going wrong right now. Obviously. Now, but the scary thing is, here's the thing: you got to put yourself in the shoes of the people you're dealing with. I don't know how Fred gets out of this. There's a lot of schedule left.
Yeah.
They play until early March. It is January 27th. You can't just
Let's
pack it in right now.
What's the most remarkable is last night I was doing I late at night, right before I shut it down. I go, I'm going to check some standings. I want to see what some so I sent that to you guys.
Screenshotted it to us.
So
yeah.
but then I went to the schedule, and there was a time when you look at it, it's like in green and red, and there's like 8 or 9 wins in a row. Then there's like 7 losses in a row.
Well, December was good for Nebraska. They had the loss to Michigan State early on, and they rattled off those wins against Indiana, and of course then they beat they won 3 games in Hawaii, beat Southern, they beat UCLA early. I mean, they had a good run.
Went on a run.
And then they stopped playing basketball, and here we are.
You're talking about the W's are green and the L's are red.
December.
When you look at the schedule, you just go, wow, it's a bizarre looking stretch.
Yeah,
with a number of wins in a row, number of losses in a row.
Yes, so there they are at the bottom with Washington. Washington's 1-8.
Good spot to be.
Washington's 1-8. Nebraska's 2-7 in the league. Rutgers is only 3-6. How about Minnesota? By the way, getting wins?
Minnesota beat Oregon at home. They've won 3 straight games. They beat Michigan on the buzzer beater. They beat, I forget who they beat the next game. And they beat Oregon though on their home court.
So they had a couple ranked teams
at Oregon.
No,
in Minnesota.
They beat them by 8 in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, they said they stormed the court.
69. That's fine. They should have stormed the court.
Court storming.
Idle chit chat. Vandy got it. For $500,000. $500,000
for what?
Storming the court. Storming the court.
That was the fee.
That was the fee because they do it football and basketballs combined. So they stormed when they beat Alabama.
Right.
They stormed the other night in basketball. Then they stormed again. It's $500,000.
That's small.
They beat Kentucky at home.
They beat Kentucky at home, and then the money goes directly to Kentucky. That's where the money goes
to their NIL fund, probably.
But I'm just, can you imagine that? I mean, $500,000. I mean, after a while, you're going to get back. If it's a tight game, you'd have to announce over the, please, we're begging you, don't storm the court.
Don't. We have to pay
our
players.
a lot of money.
Yes.
This is money for our players.
$500,000.
That's so much.
I mean, if it's like 25, it's like, okay, it's a big game, it's worth it. Not at 500.
No, that's not a small.
Not at 500.
The dream as a fan is to go to a game where your team can storm the court. That's fun. You're taking the fun out of it and now charging a huge fee for that.
Jeez.
I bet say this: the fans don't feel bad about that at all. They're like, that was worth the fee.
That's
worth
the whole
fine.
thing. There's no fans thinking right now, well, I won't do it next time. Yeah, I will.
It'll happen again.
Yes, I will.
No, the fine's not gonna dissuade them, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Maybe it would.
No, they don't care. They're having fun. They go to the game to have fun.
I heard this yesterday, and I may be off on this, but I was listening to a station, a podcast. They said that last week, 19 of the 25 teams lost, the top 25. 19 of the top 25 teams lost.
That's possible.
I mean, I think it was 7 of the top 10 lost a game. I mean, it's pretty remarkable. But that's just so crazy when you start thinking about that, of how it is. Then the ACC, 2 ranked teams. Duke at 2nd and somebody else, Louisville's 25th. That's it.
Oh, is that all they got?
That's all they have. The ACC. The SEC is way, way, way stronger.
The SEC is way stronger. Wow.
Which was never the case.
No,
not when we were.
No.
We not during better times.
No, we grew up in better times. It was the ACC.
Right. I'm going to look at this right now. I can do this quick, Jake. Just let me handle this.
Yeah, the SEC does have a bunch of good teams. It's funny that Calipari is struggling so badly at Arkansas, whereas Kentucky, with I think Mark Pope, the BYU coach, now they're having a good first year. They lost to Vanderbilt, but still a top 15 team in the country, very good. But yeah, it's just
I also
it's weird
heard-
seeing the ACC down.
I also heard this one, which was fairly remarkable. They're saying right now the number one venue to see a game in is Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn.
Yeah.
And before, like they were saying, like hundreds of people would show up. No one came. Now the best place to see a game, they're saying, is go to Auburn.
Bruce Pearl.
See what Bruce Pearl's got
Bruce
going on.
Pearl.
He took over Auburn, who had never been a factor really in anything.
No.
And now they're number one in the country.
You can do it. You can do it at a football school.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you that's not the case.
Alabama's same thing. Really
Still
good.
top 10 team.
Really
Yep.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Nate Oates.
Auburn's
done.
Yeah, Auburn's number 1. Alabama's number 4. Florida's number 5. I'm just going to football schools. Is this right? Oh, yeah,
That is
Auburn-
weird. Both Auburn and Alabama are top 5 basketball schools.
Yes.
It's like, come on.
And so is Florida. Florida's top 5. Tennessee 6. Michigan State's kind of a football school, but no,
No,
they're a basketball.
Basketball school.
Jake, no.
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 No, you're right though.
Your Jake is correct.
Yeah, he's correct.
They did make a playoff though before in football.
The
Got to give Antonio credit there.
Texas A&M, which beat Nebraska last year in the tournament, they're hanging in at 13. They're good.
Yeah. They had a horrific loss to Texas.
They did.
They blew a massive lead.
Blew like a 22-point
Yeah,
lead.
it was.
whatever
They blew a
just blew
22-point lead.
22-point lead.
They blew a 22.
22.
And they were still up 8 with just a few minutes left and blew that. Marty's a Texas fan.
Then the Kansas Houston game was insane.
They got out of control.
That was insane.
That got out of control.
Went to double
late.
overtime.
Double
Houston
overtime.
beats Kansas by
One
6.
time within like under 10 seconds, Kansas had a 6-point lead.
That's
and
come on.
lost.
What happened?
And lost.
Come on, Bill. Bill Self. What happened?
They're not that good. Idle Chit Chat.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Right, renewyourauto.com.
David.
Yeah, what's funny about Kansas again, still a ranked team, but AJ Storr, who was so good at Wisconsin last year, is a non-factor. That he was 0 for 6, no points off the bench. The guy that was a All Big Ten player goes to Kansas, and he's been terrible there.
Let me tell you.
He averages like 5 points a game or 6 points a game off the bench.
Let me tell you what his stats were.
I believe he was 0 for 6.
Wow, you're
That's
right.
incredible.
6.6 points a game.
That's it. He averaged like 18 last year at Wisconsin.
AJ Storr. He was good.
He was an All Big Ten player.
Yeah. Not a lot of high flyers in the Big Ten. Not a lot of high flyers. He was a high flyer in the Big Ten. In the Big 12, he's just kind of another guy. Wow.
Yep, it's odd, but they'll be fine. I'm sure Kansas will be
I don't
fine when
think
it comes
Kansas is that good.
when it comes tournament time. They'll be just fine. I'm sure.
I think if they make it to the second weekend, they'll be happy. I'm serious. Well, I babe in the woods here. I talk to Doc all the time. They're not. They're just okay. They're fine. They're better than Nebraska, but
They're fine.
Nebraska's not fine right now.
No, they're not.
We'll
Not at
talk
all.
about that later.
By the way, yes, for those asking, before we wrap this up with this, we will have a big announcement today in about an hour from right now. 7:15 a.m.
We're still doing that.
You want to be tuning in. We have a major announcement on the show, so please tune in.
The time again?
7:15, approximately 7:15. We will have a big announcement on the show.
Jake's the one making the announcement.
I'll make it for you.
Don't let the Nebraska basketball thing mar your mood.
No,
here.
I won't. 7:15, big news for the show.
Jake
Big
was
news.
also very upset about the Chiefs one. It's Chiefs Eagles.
Well, let's get that right now. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Renew. Please call or text David at 402-833-3858 or go to renewyourauto.com. They do everything from body shop, ceramic coatings, window tintings, spray and bed liners, and more at renewyourauto.com. We have a Super Bowl matchup. It's a repeat of 2 years ago, Chiefs and Eagles. Eagles put up 55 points on the Commanders, 55-23 rout of Dan Quinn, Jaden Daniels and company. And I mean, I can't imagine putting up 55 points or giving up 55 points in the conference title game like they did.
I was listening to the radio broadcast, and it was Kurt Warner, and I think is it Ian Eagle?
Ian Eagle, yes, that's how you say it.
And then the sideline guy who they kept calling him Roz. I don't know who that is. He was saying that he thinks that offensive line for the Eagles is one of the best all time.
It's very impressive.
Best all time.
Well,
now, that's Jurgens at center.
Well, Jurgens didn't
Absolutely.
play the first half, so Landon Dickerson gets the start. Cam was active. He did not play the first half because he has a back injury. But Dickerson goes down with an injury, so Cam has to go back in
with a bad back.
in the second half with a bad back, and it was great as he's been all year round. But he did not start this game
because
for Philadelphia.
Because Barkley and Jalen Hurts were incredible running the ball.
The first run, 60 yards.
It was the first
run. With
Barkley.
60 yards for a touchdown.
Barkley.
So Washington starts the game off with the 18-play drive that ends in a field goal. Eagles get the ball, as Bill said, first play, 60 yards, up at 7-3 all of a sudden. They work all this way to get to a lead on 18 plays, and they trail after one offensive play for Philadelphia.
One play. 55 is that's like scoring 90 in college. It's really hard to score that many points.
You know, Washington was aided by 5 turnovers forced against Detroit versus giving up none. It was 5-0 in that. They had 3 terrible fumbles where they're trying to extend plays. They were trying. They were lateral, and all of a sudden it got popped out a couple times. You say, "What are you doing?" Go down, and they and Philadelphia capitalized on those, and they score a bunch of touchdowns. And it was just an absolute domination at home by the Eagles. Their defense got it done, and their offense is so good with Saquon Barkley, and they can still pass it very well with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Dallas Goedert has been great in the playoffs so far for the Eagles.
The tight end.
Yeah, Dallas Goedert.
They averaged 6.4 yards on the ground. The Eagles in a playoff game to go to the Super Bowl scored 7 rushing TDs. Barkley had 15 carries for it was like Calvin Jones against Kansas. Barkley had 15 carries for 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hurts was 20 of 28 for 246. He was really good. Yeah, four turnovers kills you.
There's always one of these title games where it's a rout, not a good game, and that was that one. There's always one that's always good. Why can't they both be good games? There's always a blowout. There's always a blowout in one of the games. And once again, that was the case for Eagles Commanders yesterday.
But not Chiefs Bills.
No.
Those teams are evenly matched, and the stats were almost dead even, except return yards, where the Chiefs had a big advantage.
Big punt return.
Big punt return
By a unrestricted free agent from Fresno State.
Right.
They've been on the practice squad. And finally, Andy Reid's like, we just got to start using this guy for something. He just
busted loose.
And those are the difference in your team. And all of a sudden, you have an unrestricted unrestricted / free agent, whatever that is, just a free agent that makes the team. That's another great job. That's a GM and scouting job that needs to be commended to find him. Chiefs beat the Bills 30-29. It was as epic as you thought it'd be. A lot of drama in this football game. It was back and forth. It's always back and forth with Bills Chiefs. That's the game you want to see in the title game, and it always delivers. And Josh Allen, again, almost makes an incredible play on 4th and 5, dodging the blitz, throws it up in the air. They don't talk about very much the drop by Dalton Kincaid, whereas with the Ravens game last week, they kept saying, Mark Andrews, wow, this guy is the worst player ever for this drop. They showed the replay like 5 minutes after it actually happened. They kept showing the replay of the blitz and the celebration, but they failed to show to the next drive the actual drop, which was very catchable. Right away, Dalton Kincaid. When he dropped it, I'm like, that was catchable. And they you're
they
right.
Didn't show
they
it.
didn't even talk about
it. I texted like, what's happening?
They didn't even talk about it really. It's kind of like I was like, whoa, what's going on here? I mean,
they kind of missed it.
It was
How
very
do you blow
catchable.
that on the replay?
I mean, he was in traffic, and they wanted to emphasize probably the Chiefs' celebration. But yeah, when they showed it again, it's like, yeah, he just dropped that.
He should have caught the ball.
It was incredible. He got the ball off to him.
It was an incredible throw.
When you watch the replay, is it Shakir? Is that how I said it right?
Khalil Shakir
was wide open
on the left side. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wide open. Now they said
he rolled out to the right, and the blitz came. And
they brought a corner blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and the formation allowed it to be very difficult because they had to use the term X-cut split, which means it was a tight split on that side, so you could disguise the blitz really well. And so if you have a corner blitz on in it, and the corner blitz is harder in the NFL because the hashes are closer together, and so you're almost in the middle of the field all the time. But the formation allowed it, and so I just wonder with how the blitz was called. Sometimes it's by formation on who the blitzer is. If it's a 2x2, if it's a 3x1, it changes up. And so I wonder if it's self-adjusting is what it is. And that's pretty common to have that built in. But but it was a brilliant blitz, and they ran it I used to use the term exchange. It was cat exchange, which means the end was up the field and the corner came underneath him, and it was a free hitter. So for him to get the ball off to a guy wide open on the field, if they catch it, they probably win the game. They're probably going to score a touchdown.
Probably.
And they're probably have a great chance to score a touchdown and win the game. If not, we're going to overtime.
Oh, my God.
Well, that they were for sure going to be in field goal range. With that catch, they were in field goal range with time to go.
Yeah, to tie. So
they had 3 times. They had timeouts.
That was after the 2-minute. It was the 2-minute warning. It was 4th and 5 following the 2-minute warning, and they had plenty of time to go. Yeah, with timeouts, all the time in the world. And he drops the pass, and nobody is talking about that as much as they should be.
Are they talking now? I wonder.
I haven't seen it. Usually a play like that, like the one with Andrews, was replayed like 28 times.
Yeah.
And this one, again, it's like was catchable. There's several things that came up that I thought was I still felt when it's all said and done, Andy Reid is still the X factor.
He's so good.
He had so many more answers on different situations and play calls that were ready to go with a mastermind running it with Mahomes.
Yeah.
But the one I didn't like when they had the penalty, when they chased the points early, went for 2, and then they don't get it. I'm like, you don't chase points at that point in time in the game. And that made him go for 2 again and not get it. And it just
Chiefs.
Yeah. No, not the Chiefs.
The
Bills. The Bills.
Okay, the Bills.
Yes, the Bills.
Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't like that. And I believe they ran the quarterback sneak tush push 4 times.
It wasn't working.
It only worked once.
It wasn't working.
They went for it. That's what they ran on the goal line for the 2-point play and didn't make it. Got stuffed. And like I said, Andy Reid has so many plays in those situations that are just so difficult. And do I think he made the first down? They're up by 1.
It's 22-21 that Bills lead in the 4th quarter at this point. And the play everyone's talking about is that it appeared that Josh Allen got the first down. One ref had him marked for a first down. The other ref had him short. So then somehow that ref overruled the first ref and said on the field, the play is called as short of the first down, Chiefs. They replay it and they say, stand by the call, first down, Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And, if they get the first down, there's probably a good chance they score that drive, go up by 7 or 8 points.
They hate to disagree, but even the in the booth official, was
Gene
Steratore, I believe.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, it's good. It's a first down. Made it by a third of the ball, but it made it.
Third of the ball. That's what he said. Third of the ball.
And then you run the replay on the replay. Go, he made it. Looked like he got it. And generally, that's just one that I've never seen go that way. It usually, if it's even close, it's like they're like automatically doing this right now.
Look like he leaned in and got it. It was weird to me. I didn't think that. I don't know that the Bills,
when they showed the overhead camera of the 2 guys running in.
Yes,
they showed the one like weaving around people and stuff. It was
you
like
lost your spot, man.
You know how critical that spot was. But one of my points is always it had not gone well. It was that they had not. The only time that they made it with that was the up and over, which was very dangerous to do.
Right.
To extend the ball is extremely dangerous.
He did lose the football and got back on top.
When you extend it on a touchdown play, the play's over. It's a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's over. Instead, it's not over in that situation. But it was like they didn't have a call. Joe Brady's really. The Chiefs would have 9 calls. I mean, they have all kinds of things they could run in this situation. When I kept waiting for, they're going to have some sort of a trick play off of this look, or they're going to have something different. Everybody has some different play off of this look, and so I thought that was a fail for Buffalo in that spot.
Bills once again failed to get it done. Again, they're a great football team. They are and I love their coach. I love Sean McDermott. He's just not Andy Reid. Andy Reid is just better than him. And McDermott is a phenomenal football coach. And Josh Allen is a phenomenal player. That's a well-coached team. But this is now the 3 straight times the Chiefs have made the Super Bowl. They're going for the first ever three-peat in the history of the NFL.
I'm drawing a blank. Jake will nail it within 1 second. The wide receiver number 13 for the Bills.
That would be
had a couple big catches.
Mac Hollins?
Mac Hollins. Yes, Mac Hollins.
He's been in the league forever. He won a Super Bowl, they said, with the Eagles.
He did.
Matt Collins does not wear shoes ever.
Matt Collins is a weird
on a
man.
football field, he does, but he doesn't wear shoes, and he doesn't eat with utensils.
They make it a big deal when he walks into the stadium for the first time. He's usually shirtless in cold weather without shoes, like you said, and some sort of weird attire.
I love him. You know why? Because I looked up on a kickoff coverage and he was on it.
Oh, he's a great special teams player.
I'm like, I just absolutely love him.
Yeah,
and he made the huge touchdown catch.
Yes,
he got him down there on the next catch. Just seems like he's watch him block. I mean, he's a dude. I mean, and I don't even know. Did you know his name before this game?
Yes.
Did you? I didn't.
Oh yeah,
I didn't.
Well aware.
I didn't. And so
former Dolphin Matt Collins. Remember that guy?
He's been in the league now for
He's bounced around some teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big on TikTok. He has a video. He has a series of videos where he does household things that he gives you household tips. Matt Collins, he does. Like just ways to cut cheese. I mean, there's just a lot of things he does. It's sort of interesting.
So was he upset when TikTok was shut down?
Oh, probably was.
Probably was.
It was only shut down for a little bit though. So
I think
like a day.
Like a whole day. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great game to watch.
Oh God, Arrowhead. You got to give the Chiefs fans a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
What? How? That is incredibly loud.
And there was,
I had a headache in my living room.
It was incredible. There was a couple runs that just blew my mind. The speed option, which I love on the goal line, it's defended. They've got it defended.
Okay, who ran it?
When he gets into the
when
end
the
Mahomes or Allen?
when James Cook had the touchdown, he's in the. You pointed out how that was a dude for James Cook on fourth and goal.
He gets hit twice and then just goes hand down, ball over. I was like, whoa,
that was an amazing.
It
play.
was amazing.
James
and then
Cook
later on, the Chiefs Hunt had a run. I think that went for it ended up going only 3 yards, but he got hit at the handoff.
Right.
And 3 guys are there.
Yep.
D lineman, and it should be a loss of 4. And he got 7 yards out of it. And I was just like, I was so blown away by that run.
They're
I was
violent.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt's a violent
He
runner.
is violent.
Yeah, and so is James Cook, and just smaller guy.
Oh, they ran the ball well.
Oh,
it was fun watching when the Bills were just lining up and running it.
Second half, they came out, and it was clear what they said. We're running it. We got away from our identity.
Yeah.
We're going back to it. And they had 90 yards rushing in the third quarter. The quarter wasn't even over, and
they had 46 in the first half total, and on that one drive, they had 70-some yards.
Yeah, then they got going on the ground. The Chiefs couldn't stop them for a while. Speed option, both teams ran it. Which team were you talking about? Did Mahomes run it?
I don't remember a speed option by Mahomes. The one that got
Allen
that had the most success was I used to call the play, show it to him, throw it to him, where they reverse out and they almost kind of fake a handoff to the tailback, but the tailback's the one that leaks out into the flat. And that's why they ended the game with that one. I think it was to Pacheco. Is that right?
No,
Samaje Perine.
No, that's the wrong one. Then that's not the one I'm thinking of. That was he stuck
clinched it.
That clinched the game.
Pirine snuck out from underneath.
Yes.
And under and right away it didn't win. I go, they're throwing to him.
Yep.
But no, the other one was they did it twice. And like I said, Mahomes is rolling to his right.
Oh.
And one time
I think it was Pacheco the first time.
I don't know, but anyway, it was Pacheco. But anyway, it's a great play call. Those are the play calls I was thinking would happen on the 4th and 1 for Buffalo. When it's like after the thing got stuffed, I'd be like, well, what are we doing? And not have another play. And also have the ball and sometimes or just being able to run the ball with your quarterback out of shotgun, like you saw in college when you saw a Leonard for Notre Dame. Give Allen a little bit of space to kind of adjust, and you can still do it out of empty. And so they have to go out and defend people, and so he has a chance because his big body. The problem was there was knockback, and then down at the goal line, which was a brilliant move by the Chiefs. They'd practiced it on jumping the count. Because if you get called for offsides, it's a 1-inch penalty. And so it's worth it to take the chance to see if I can jump the count to be able to have the great off at the time.
I mean, it's amazing watching the Chiefs. I'm not a Chiefs fan, obviously, but I respect the Chiefs immensely. And they get the ball back after the 4th and 5 failure, and it's 1:52 to go in the game.
Yeah,
three timeouts for the Bills.
Game's not over.
Yeah. And so they run the ball in the first play, get 1 or 2 yards, and you think they're going to run it again on second down. No, they pass it and get a first down. So they change the script on the Bills and say, we're going to be ahead of you here. Throw this pass, cause you to use a timeout, and then they throw it again on 3rd and 9. They could have ran that ball, ran the clock down, but no, they're going to end the game on a 3rd down pass to Pirine.
Yeah.
First down. Josh Allen, no ball back for you. Game over. Chiefs win.
Scary time though, because everybody's act like the game was over. It's like, no, wait,
It was
this ain't over.
They made two incredible
Third
plays.
and 9.
It was after also
Third and 9.
when the play happened. Like I said, that when it was like, okay, now it's Chiefs ball. Was it minute 52? I believe.
That's
Yeah,
152.
152, 3 timeouts. But after the incomplete pass, you saw like a Bills player and a Chiefs player kind of like hugging each other, kind of like, whoa, what a game.
It was
And I'm
Deion
like, what
Dawkins.
a game.
Like,
It's
what's-
not over.
Yeah, it's like what a game. There's 3 timeouts
No,
in
it
minute
wasn't over.
52.
Maybe
No.
Dawkins knew this. Yeah, we can't stop you in this situation.
But it was the most bizarre
Yeah.
scene. I'm like, hold on, am I
What are you guys
missing
doing? The
something
two
here?
bigs.
The two big guys, yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it's Chris
Hugging it down the
Jones,
field.
Chris
It was
Jones
kind of-
and somebody
Deion
else.
Dawkins.
Just kind of like, hey man, appreciate it. I know how hard you
Yeah,
played
what are you
today.
doing?
I don't know, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get
Romo's
neither one of
terrible.
us will be back on the field again.
Romo's completely lost his fastball, but he pointed it out. He said, "Game's not over. It's far from over." So
they
yeah, it was
they knew.
Because I was doing the math the other way. I'm like, okay, if they most likely the Chiefs are going to run the ball here,
run.
just because if they do, the clock will be running. They're out of timeouts,
Right.
so they could have ran it down significantly.
Right.
But they would have got the ball back then.
I know.
Buffalo would have got the ball back with
God,
some
Andy
sort of a chance.
It's Andy Reid, but it's Mahomes too. I mean, you can't say one without the other.
100.
Mahomes is.
He's something. They look way different in this game than they have in several games that I watched.
Think
them.
about this. This is a team that people said all year long they couldn't score anymore. What happened to the Chiefs offense? They scored 30-plus points for the first time all year yesterday.
Yeah.
That was their first time
Wow.
all season putting up 30-plus points when they needed it the most. 32-29 Chiefs.
But even when they're not scoring, he manages well and he's healthy. I mean, that's you've watched him in some playoffs and he's been gimpy,
Yeah.
not gimpy now. He runs it well. I mean, he had some critical runs.
He had a nice touchdown run at one
Yeah.
point in that game.
I mean, he didn't run for a bunch of yards. I think he only had 19 yards rushing, but it seemed like he had more because he
But he had a 10-yard touchdown run to the right side.
Right,
Took on
huge.
contact, by the way, at
huge.
the end.
Right, it's a
Scored.
huge run.
Oh, I think he had way more than
I think
16 yards rushing. I think
Now,
he was in
hold
the.
on.
I think he was in the 50s.
Well, that's what I thought too. Then I just was looking at the box score. Let me double check it.
Patrick Mahomes rushing the ball. Hang on. He was 11 carries for 43 yards and 2
Oh,
touchdowns.
yeah. What am I looking at? Like 19 something else?
Maybe 19. Maybe it was. Maybe it was 2007.
This might not be the right game. What's the
You got
final
the
score?
wrong 32-29.
Oh, I got the
Yeah.
wrong game.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
the wrong box score.
In this game, he ran.
Okay.
Yeah.
Week 6.
It
Just
might
week
have been.
6.
Yeah, it might have been. Anyway, yeah, he did. He hit. I thought the difference in the game was his rushing and the return yards. I mean, Chiefs had a big advantage in return yards. I thought that was the difference because if you look at the stats, they're even except for the return yards. I mean, they're like dead even almost. Teams are very even. I mean, as you watch the game, neither of them. I mean, the Chiefs don't look much better than the Bills if they're better at all.
You know, the Fox is going to broadcast the Super Bowl. That's Tom Brady and Kevin Burkhardt in the call. I have to imagine that last night Tom Brady was saying, please, Josh Allen, please, please, please win this game. Because the more that Mahomes wins, the more that they're coming after Brady's all-time stats, all-time records here. Now he's going to call the game trying to be happy for Mahomes, but I'm sure inside it's killing him. It's eating
Brady's
him.
the GOAT, right?
What's that?
Is Brady the GOAT?
Well, yeah, when you have that number, you have to say that. I'd have a hard time right now if someone just said, okay, we're going to take it all even. That I wouldn't take Mahomes.
I know. That's what I'm
if-
saying.
That's why it's got to kill.
If you go, if you just say, well,
That's what I'm saying.
you can always go back. Well, you won 7.
I know.
Won 7. So that's what it is. You won 7. So stop it. And I'm like,
If Mahomes wins, he's going to have 4 titles at 29 years old before he turns 30.
with both, if I'm myself, because I just know how hard it is to have a quarterback that can run. If I would take Mahomes. If they said you have the even
That's
team,
what I'm saying.
I would take Mahomes.
I mean, that's why I asked: is Brady the
Yeah.
GOAT? I mean,
Yeah,
He still is. Right now, he still is. But he could be on the call for a first ever thing that happens of a three-peat.
Mhm.
Something he never did as the GOAT. He could watch Mahomes do something he never could do with a three
Three-peat.
back-to-back championships.
repeat. Yeah, Patty Mahomes. I'm taking over anybody right now.
Early spread, Chiefs are 2-point favorites against the
That kind of
Eagles.
surprised me too. It really did.
Mm.
Eagles, the number 1
A
defense.
little bit, yeah,
They got Saquon
Little
Barkley
bit.
running the football. The Chiefs struggled with the run.
yeah. It does
And-
surprise me a little bit.
An athletic quarterback in Hurts. But I don't know how. I don't know how you go against the Chiefs. Same thing. It's like
exactly.
Andy Reid's like been through this scenario
Keep doubting
in his life.
Keep doubting
so
us.
many times. Just think of the prep though. He's been how many Super Bowls he's been in? It's insane. It's
incredible.
He's
incredible.
It's like, okay, here's how it works, guys. And then it won't shock me if the Chiefs win. Right. And I know they're favorite. I know that, but right off the bat, I'm like, no, I like Eagles just put 55 points up.
They did.
And they turn around and they're not favorites.
They're a very good team.
I don't know. I haven't seen
they're the number one defense.
Are they
in the league?
And they have the
Eagles
best offensive line.
Best offensive line. They have the best running back.
And Barkley's going.
Very good quarterback.
Yes,
they've got some dudes on the outside. They're not. It's not like, well, who are they going to throw to? Well, they got some guys.
Hell, they got Will Shipley turned loose yesterday.
Guess who their DC is, Sip?
DC.
Yes.
Vic Fangio. The guy I was a big fan of before last season when the Dolphins are so soft they can't work for his defense. Great coordinator. You got to want to play some defense, though. Miami apparently doesn't want to do that. Eagles do.
What a day yesterday. I mean,
now I thought about this too when I was out for a walk with Sugar. Is that I think this should be a big push for this. The whole Super Bowl thing. Hey, Super Bowl party. I think they're a joke. I don't want to go to one. There shouldn't be one. The party should be Sunday. It should be the party should be on the day of the NFC AFC championship games. That's when you should have the party.
It's a day.
It's a day. You got two games back, and they're pretty well timed out. That when the one game's over, you flip over.
Yeah,
it's like
they're going
because
kickoff.
There's none of this where it's going to be, hey, we're going to hold the kickoff 8 minutes because of television. No, we're on a different network.
Oh, it was amazing.
And so you flip right to it. So if you went to someone's house and you're in the garage and you're eating nachos and doing whatever, and you're watching that would be the game. It should not be Super Bowl party. It should be championship party. The Sunday would be way better.
Yeah. Well, that's
I'm making a big push for that. I'm going to try to get a change.
Yesterday was amazing.
Chiefs, Eagles, 2 weeks from yesterday, Super Bowl in New Orleans.
And then also
just
one last thing quick. The national anthem at the Chiefs game was remarkable.
Who was it?
Remarkable. It was a military, I believe it was from the Navy, if I'm correct. Help me out with that.
I did not.
I don't want to miss that. I don't want to screw that up. But the national anthem was so good. This dude nailed it. It was incredible.
A Navy.
Help us out with the name there, Tex. We'll get to that after the break. Before we get to break, I know that Sip, you're probably
hungry
here on a Monday.
I'm famished.
You're famished?
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Well, we could help you out. Go to Early Bird.
The Bird
at 19th and K. Lots of free parking, spacious parking. If you park the big rig.
So you don't have to have change.
No,
for a meter.
No, you don't. No change. You just park and you walk in. It's wonderful.
Is it a long walk?
Nope. 20 seconds after.
Is there pastels inside?
There's pastels.
Yes.
Beautiful.
They got breakfast burritos, chicken fried steak, which is what, Bill?
Smothered.
A variety of pancakes, blueberry, banana, strawberry, maybe huckleberry eventually.
Potential huckleberry.
But we all know they have the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
So he held that one. He held that.
I changed up mine a little bit.
That was good.
I sounded a little change.
Yeah, I was just doing it at the same cadence.
Yeah.
Stop by today at 19th and K, also locations in Iowa and Omaha. When we come back, Nebraska basketball is bad. We lost 7 straight games.
Because of that, are we canceling the big announcement?
No, we're not.
What time would that be, Jay?
7:15, but we'll talk hoops next in early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Attention all wing fans! Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 89-cent boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.29 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today at 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, enjoy a 3-day sale from January 30th to February 1st, featuring USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound, all-natural pork butt $1.79 per pound, farmland bacon $3.99 per 16 ounces with a limit of 4, and all-natural spare ribs $2.99 per pound. That's the 3-day sale from January 30th to February 1st at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Simple, you are an idiot.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. You want to learn more about boosting ROI on your farm? Join Beck's Hybrids at their annual PFR Insight meetings. They'll break down unbiased research on the latest ag products and farming practices. Contact your local Beck's Hybrids contact today. Gosh darn it. I had it here. I had it. Gosh darn it.
You can stop into Goner. Me and Steve Sipple, we're wearing our Beck's hoodies right now. Yours is zip, though, right?
We'll promote Elevate Ag in Milford again. That's
Elevate Ag.
Isaac Pieper, 402-405-2828, part of the Beck's Hybrids team again at Elevate Ag in Milford. Love our Beck's people.
Peeper's a keeper. Telling you what, go see the peeps. I'm telling you, they'll change your life. They'll have some gear for you, too. It's like being Sipwear. Oh, it's nice when you have that.
Look at Bill's hat.
Yeah.
And
Beck's also.
Oh, that's a
what's your
great
sweatshirt?
hat.
Are you got the Beck's sweatshirt on?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wear this all the time.
Yeah.
And this is
You guys are.
this is the go-to.
I pretty much wear clothes that have been gifted to me at the station almost daily. And it's really helped. It really is. I
helped the wardrobe out a lot.
If I don't buy any, if I lived until I was 90, which I won't make that long, but if I did, I don't need to buy any more clothes. Sip's right. I'm done. I don't need any more clothes.
Well, you're not hard to deal with. I mean, you're not an extravagant dresser, you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're
appreciate
neither,
it.
nor
No,
am I.
I'm not.
Right. I mean, we don't
None
demand
of us
a lot.
Jake always looks the best.
I mean, I look presentable. Well, you guys also do, but there's
I think
nothing
we're
crazy
presentable,
about
aren't we?
We're all
Yeah.
presentable.
Yeah.
But thanks to Pex for sponsoring.
What are we talking
segment
about
two.
next, Jake?
Well, we hit on it early on, but let's dive into it now because it's painful. We have to address it. Nebraska basketball is a lost cause right now. They got pounded, not surprisingly, at Wisconsin 83-55. We mentioned early on that Iowa made 17 threes against Nebraska. Purdue made 19 threes against Nebraska. And yesterday, Wisconsin was 17 for 37 in the rout of the Huskers. Huskers were down 19-2 early on, battled back to make it 24-21, but by halftime, it was a rout by Wisconsin. Halftime, it was 40-28.
40-28 wasn't that bad. At halftime, yeah, they got to 12. Bryce Williams did a layup at the halftime buzzer. I think it got him to 12
Yes,
down.
correct, 40-28.
Yeah, so it wasn't, I mean, they had clawed back, but then it got out of control quickly in the second half. So,
I mean, Nebraska couldn't stop John Tanji. Again, Omaha product, by the way. John Tanji, 27 points in this game for Wisconsin. Came
from Omaha.
Came from Colorado State last year.
no, came from Missouri. He went to Colorado State initially.
Okay, then it went to Missouri. My bad.
Went to Colorado State, and I think it was 3 years there, then played 1 year at Missouri, was inconsequential for some reason. Now he's one of the best guards in the Big Ten, and maybe, I don't know, can you make a case that he's the best guard in the Big Ten?
Yeah, you can make a case for that. I mean, he's been consistent every single
Omaha
night.
Central. He's a big guard. I didn't even know that much about him. And then watching him, I'm like, okay, what happened here? Like, what? He's a big. I mean, Bill. Like, if he gets to the rim, he's hammering it. He's not a little guy. He's a dude. Keep going, Jake. I'll get his size.
Yeah, well, he was 9 for 19, 5 of 11 on threes, 27 points in the win for Wisconsin.
27 is all. He went to Omaha Central.
They had 3 guys. Again, 83 points and still only had 3 guys in double figures. Tanji 27, John Blackwell 14, Kamari McGee off the bench had 11 points for Wisconsin. But again, Nebraska's energy is just not there. They battled back to make it a 3-point game and then could not make it interesting after that. But you talk about body language being a big sign of where the team's at.
Body language.
It's not good for Nebraska. It is quite poor right now for Nebraska.
You're right. And they just can't get Bryce Williams on track right now.
Hang on real quick. Now, did it say that on your app when you were tracking the game if there was bad body language?
Easy.
Well, let's say this: between looking at reports from Twitter and seeing the highlights that you could see that come up on Twitter,
okay,
and then just seeing the score itself, you can tell that. But
no,
thank you.
Yeah,
that's a proper date. It's a proper jab there.
Yeah, Bryce's body language. He was 4 for 12 yesterday. Here's the deal with Nebraska. They don't really have a third shooter behind Bryce Williams and Connor Essegian, but those guys aren't exactly lighting up the world right now. Bryce isn't. Connor Essegian yesterday was 4 for 12, 3 for 10, 2 for 7 from 3. I just don't know where you're going for offense in. So people will look to you for answers, Jake. What's wrong? Well, here's what's wrong. Bryce, their best player, is in a funk. They don't really have a third shooter behind Bryce and Essegian. They've lost their defensive edge. I don't know what happened, but they're giving up so many. Jake covered it. They're giving up so many 3-pointers. How do you give up 17 3-pointers and win? Ask yourself that.
Yeah. Next, unless the 17 made and they shot 54, sure. Then they didn't, but they were 50%, right?
Right.
So
just under 50%.
At 50%, yeah, that's whatever. It's gonna be really
17
hard
for 37.
Right. So those two things are happening. And then the schedule's just unforgiving. I mean, Illinois I know they pounded Northwestern yesterday, but that's not like a great Illinois team. They're ranked. I know Jake's going to say, they are great. No, they're not.
You feel great about Nebraska beating Illinois?
No,
this
I
week?
don't. I wouldn't be surprised.
I would.
Right? Would you?
Yeah.
I don't know. You see so many teams. Like I said, so many teams lose. You see so many upsets at home.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
Now, would I pick Nebraska right now to beat Illinois? No, I probably wouldn't.
What would the points be on that, Jake? Is that
I'm gonna,
up yet?
well, it's not. It'll
Probably
be out
not
the day
out
of the
yet.
game.
What do you think?
I would bet Illinois will be a 10-point favorite.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. At home? No.
Mhm.
No. Probably about 5 and a hook.
People know how Nebraska's playing right
You're
now.
on record right now.
Yeah, you're on record.
I would say the spread will be between 8 to 10 points. Illinois.
We went back. He backtracked a little bit. Went back to 8 to 10. Okay. I think it's 5 and a hook.
Okay, I would go even fewer.
Fewer?
Yeah, I'd go 3 and a hook.
Have you seen this team play the last 6
We have
games?
a big disparity here.
Now they have played again. They didn't get blown out at home. They lost to Rutgers by 3 or 4 points. Lose to USC by 5
at home.
They lost by 4 to 5 to those teams, and Illinois is a way better team than those two teams are. Now Illinois did get pounded. They got pounded by Maryland at home. That was 92-70.
They've lost to
Maryland
Maryland at
beat-
home and USC at home.
Right.
They're not that good. I mean, I think I was watching it the first half yesterday, Illinois Northwestern. They were up by like 17. Now, so Illinois had, I think, a good day yesterday.
They did.
Tell you one thing, it's like a must win for Illinois too.
Yeah.
When they come to here, they're like, "No, we have to beat Nebraska.
Yep.
We can't afford a loss to Nebraska."
You know what's going on right now?
What's
You know
that?
what's going on?
Must
if you're a
wins.
Nebraska fan, if you're a Nebraska fan, your best hope is that the other team doesn't play well. That's trouble.
Just miss your threes, please. Please
Right.
don't make 17 threes
Your
on us.
best hope in the second half against
They're
Wisconsin.
asleep at the wheel.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your best hope against Wisconsin yesterday in the second half was that Wisconsin would lose
That
interest.
You did text that in the group. Our best chance
He
here
did
is
say
that Wisconsin.
and he was
loses.
right.
If we can get Wisconsin to lose interest in the
Right.
game,
If they get up so far.
But you were right though.
That's not. You're not in a
It's
good
a
spot
sad
then.
place to be.
No, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying and sad both.
Yeah, that's my problem with this season. Now it's just an annoyance because here's annoying. I'll give you an example of annoying. They beat Illinois. See, they're fine.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to beat somebody. And then
yeah.
you're going to hear that. See, you guys you're too hard on them. You know, and then they'll get to 4-9 and people will be like, yeah, they're fine.
I just said no.
They're fine.
That was not. Yeah, that was not the goal of the season. Was be 4-9 in conference
I've been through
play.
this with Nebraska basketball 100 times. They'll get to the NIT. Oh, see?
Nope.
See? I mean, this isn't bad. I mean,
What do you want here, fans? What do you want?
how about one
from this
NCAA
program?
tournament win?
So, question this is for both of you: with all the Omaha players playing so well, is that hard? Is it
Chucky Hepburn is excelling at Louisville. John Tanji is excelling at Wisconsin.
Hunter Salas
is
the
excelling
best
at
of all
Wake
of them.
Forest. 19 points a game at Wake Forest.
There's 3 Omaha kids.
That's what
Yeah.
that makes it hard when you have
guess.
someone that would. Because if that was football, it'd be really hard.
What helps
It'd be
is
really hard.
that Creighton missed those guys as well. So that helps
Yeah.
a little bit, but still, that's very painful.
Why-
Miss all of them.
But Bill's asking a good question. Why is that okay with Nebraska basketball? But why do people shrug their shoulders and say, quit being a hater, Sip? But if it's football, it's a whole different conversation.
If that was football, whoever the coach would be getting crushed.
Yep.
If they were playing at all league levels.
Start the music. We don't want to talk about that, Jake.
We're late. Well, we gotta get. We're on. Yes, it's 7:15.
No, you're right.
We're still doing
We're probably
that.
training until 7:20 at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got Bill's Thrills next. Then we got to the announcement. So
I got it.
Nebraska 6 straight losses. Everything is bad. When we come back, Bill's Thrills and song of the day and early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Sports Show!
The 56th annual Boat Sport and Travel Show is bigger and better than ever. January 31st to February 2nd at the Sand Hills Global Event Center in Lincoln. Don't miss it.
Sports Show!
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Hey farmers! Boyd Farm Outfitters is hosting a product expo at their facility near Exeter on Tuesday, February 11th. They'll introduce the newest products from precision planting and demo the Quick Draw Spray Tender System. They'll give you an up-close look at the Green Eye Select spraying system, reveal the future of soybean traits, and much more. Stay up to date with the newest technologies in agriculture and learn how your farm can save time and money to become more efficient. Visit BoydFarmOutfitters.com for more information, and they'll see you on the 11th.
You're working out, eating right, living a healthy lifestyle, but your energy sucks. This could be a sign of low testosterone. Where do you turn for help? The answer is Limitless Male, the #1 testosterone clinic for men in the Midwest. Start by scheduling your free consult at one of our 13 clinics. If low T is the diagnosis, a custom treatment plan will get your energy back on track. What are you waiting for? Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1972, Garden Party.
What year again?
1972.
What is that, Bill?
Rick Nelson.
Better times.
Rick Nelson and the Stone Canyon Band. 464-568-51 is
Canyon
bad.
Band.
10 is good. Text your rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
You're gonna kill me for saying this, but I don't mind saying it. And this is very subjective in nature. You can make a case that that's the best song Jake's ever played.
It's in. You can make a case for it. It would be. It's also that we got together in the court of law and we put out the 5 songs. We could all simply had to make a case. Okay, Steve Sipple, would you represent
Jake Sorensen? Or I represent that song.
Rick Nelson.
Yes,
Yeah, Ricky Nelson.
Yes. And I'd like to present to you.
Incredible.
I went right back to what Steve would say. Can you imagine that song just came out now?
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
No,
That's
you
the
can't.
problem. Right, exactly. God.
That's when you heard on vinyl. Oh yeah.
Heard it on. You heard it anywhere. You heard it on the radio.
Mhm.
It always sounded incredible to me. It's an incredible song.
And then when you go like with the headphones, that
Just
Jake,
pleasant.
I can't even tell you. I'm verklempt.
We needed this bad.
Yeah,
too.
we did.
The Nebraska basketball is affecting our shows.
It
It bothers me.
is.
Killing us.
It bothers me, but that helps. That song helps.
That song helps. Then it helps also Bella's here.
Bella showed up
Bella
out
showed
of
up.
nowhere. Bella's here.
Bella showed up out of nowhere.
Look at Bella's here.
Yeah.
Bella.
She's
and-
engaged. She's engaged.
Yes, she is engaged,
She's
yes.
engaged.
She's
Yes.
engaged to be married,
To be married. Yes.
and there she is.
Yes. And she's a former All-American Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yes. So Jake, yeah, things picked up here. Jake, good job. I mean, I don't know where that came from.
I just
in
wanna
your
thank you.
arsenal.
You
Yeah,
texted me that several months ago, and I listened to it. So, yeah, I like that song. So I took that.
Bill. Every
and
so
played it.
often, I'll just text him without words. Just text him a song, just saying, "Think about this one."
It does help.
Yeah,
I don't play it usually right away.
1972. I'm not gonna say 10, but I'll go 9.9554. 9.9554. I can't give it 10.
9.888999.
Ooh, you
Wow.
got high marks.
High scores.
As close to perfect as I've.
I doubt that Ellie goes that high. over
I'm
there.
gonna say it is 7.2.
5.2.
Oh wow!
I don't think that Bella heard the song.
Bella,
She
did you hear
probably
the
can't-
song? I did. We had.
Yeah,
we
she didn't
we
hear
did a
it.
guest rating. I thought,
That's
wow,
okay.
5.2. Okay,
That's
that's
okay.
interesting.
She's younger.
Yes,
It's fine.
yes.
And I bet the song will grow on her as she gets older.
yes.
Some-
And Ben will talk to her about the song too.
Some ratings from
I haven't heard from Ben.
YouTube.
No one
yeah, we
has.
have- yeah, Ben is just on his own now.
I'm
He
on
left-
LinkedIn with him. Ben sent me a
He
request.
sent me one also.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
like,
not on LinkedIn, so I don't.
yes.
He's like,
I
that's-
don't use it beyond just I accept it. But
Yeah,
I don't ever
there's
use
no
it.
texting from Ben. It's just a LinkedIn
Yes.
request. Like, wow, that's what we're out. Just
Yeah.
professional
We're
acquaintances
very
now.
professional
it.
right
It's
now.
all
That's it.
business.
It's all business. He's running the Lincoln Journal Star.
Apparently so.
He's the new. He's Steve Sipple too.
No, I
Chris-
wasn't running it.
Chris P 5.6. The conservative Husker is 6. BWD 5. Genghis Corn 6.0 says better times on that one.
Better, way better.
We got Mike and Dalton 9.4. Derek in a car gives that great song 9.75. Sandmaster and KC 8.7. Hood Club is 3. 3 from Bird Club.
Okay, Bird. All
Kind
right.
of low, Bird. Kennedy 7.3. Gavin and Pender says 8 on that one.
Thank you, Gavin. So athletic.
Joe and Boulder 7.5. Lyle in Omaha 7.5.
Good.
Jared and Ord 3.2. Kind of low, Jared.
It's okay.
Kurt in Northern Kentucky 7.2. Kevin in Waukee, Iowa 9 on that one. Tyler in Davenport, Iowa. He says that is a 6. Not bad. So thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know why it hits with some people, doesn't hit with others. I don't. It's an amazing song. I don't know what else to say about it.
Well, once again, your song today is Garden Party by Rick Nelson, a.k.a. Ricky Nelson, and the Stone Canyon Band from
The Stone Canyon bands that really
1972.
made it.
It is time,
1972.
without further ado, for Bill's Thrills on a Monday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be
need it.
bonanza, right?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows at Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. It is a Football Facts Monday, Bill?
It is.
Okay. What's on your mind
look at
today?
the notebook.
Different one.
Nice.
I need new notebooks. With this grind, you will lose your mind. With this grind, you will lose your mind. The college football calendar. It's insane. Yesterday, Ohio State at the Shoe had, or maybe yesterday or Saturday, I think it was yesterday, had 30, 40,000 fans show up to celebrate the huge win. Tomorrow, today, which is right now, probably at 5 o'clock, they all had to be in the weight room because winter conditioning has started. Because spring ball starts in about 5 weeks. Think about that. And this for everyone. I mean, it is
interesting.
The calendar is insane. If you're with the Cincinnati Bengals and you lost whatever a month ago when the season ended, you haven't been back in that building. There's nothing.
Those guys get breaks.
I mean, you get some form of a break. So I mean, install starts next week. Install for the spring starts next week. They just finished the national championship game, and everyone is in that same boat. I want you to think about this, like all the things that go on.
This is good.
When you're trying to put your roster together too. So during free agency during that time, there were players that played in bowl games that had already committed to other teams. That happened. Can you imagine watching the game like that? And at corner for the Bills, he'll be with the Raiders next year. He's already selected them, but he's playing for the Bills today. Free agency went on during the season. It's absolutely mind-blowing how this works. The defensive coordinator was not even at the celebration, which we're going to delve into much deeper.
We will. Yeah.
Was not
Jim
even,
Knowles.
was not even at the celebration because
for a reason.
He's meeting with his new staff at Penn State, and they have to start install Wednesday. They'll be starting. You have to get it in these. You start doing the install. You have your new staff. You got to coach the staff up. You got winter conditioning going on. A lot of teams start spring ball in February. They started in February. It's insane. These coaches have zero time off. Right now, the coaches can be on the road this week, the head coach. So the head coach can be out everywhere, and they're going like crazy because they don't get to go out in the spring. They don't go out in the fall.
Yeah, rules out right now.
This is their time.
Yeah, he's out, Jake.
So when they roll back in off of this the weekend, and they're back in, it's full go with your team at 5 a.m. I mean, there is zero time off. And you have
Knowles at Penn State doing install today?
Pretty soon.
Probably yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it kind of has to, right?
This week, right?
There's no 2 weeks off. No.
God.
It's got to go.
Say the headline one more time, please.
I mean, it's
before you move on.
I'm going to go back to it. With this grind, you will lose your mind.
What else?
I mean, like I said, the part that happens with like I said, no place do you have free agency during the season. You do in college football. Signing date was right in the middle of everything. They all try to move it. And I mentioned before, you can't stay one semester. It's got to be like, you know what? You have to have some sort of a way where they move it up, move it back. But this deal where you have to make the backup quarterback from Penn State had to leave. Can you imagine right now, like going into the Super Bowl, if the two backup quarterbacks are like, peace out, I got to go. I'm going to a new team. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, so if he gets hurt, who's our quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't know. Good luck. Hope he doesn't get hurt. I mean, that doesn't add up. Doesn't happen.
No.
If you don't fix this calendar, people will die. They'll physically have meltdowns because you get zero time off. Assistant coaches, zero time off. You can't even breathe because you have to have your phone. I always had two phones. One phone was a personal, one was work that nobody else had besides recruits or coaches or whatever. Oh, you always had two phones. Because that way at night, you had that phone always on. And so if you got a call at midnight, you look at it and go, I got to take this. I'm going to answer this text.
You see what's going
on at this time. You're available to your recruits 24/7.
That's unwieldy.
Yeah,
that's unwieldy.
It is, and it really is. And this grind is. There will be teams. They'll be starting spring ball here, guys, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and the season just ended. And so if they don't come up with a different plan, a better plan with the calendar, and if they don't get off this semester thing, which I've talked about. Either it's like, well, you know what, they can sit out a semester of school or whatever it is, because that's always the big pushback. They got to get going. They got to get to their new school. Classes are started, and then it's impossible to do everything, then nothing else adds up. That's why I mentioned earlier that the way of the spring football is going to go away. More 3-day OTAs, and then you don't have this bind. But right now, people at Nebraska are asking, when's the spring game?
But here's
what are we going to have?
You're right. One of the major changes in college football, or at least in this market, is spring game's going away. There's not going to be a spring game much longer.
Just by numbers, because you have to, who's going to be there?
They don't have enough linemen.
No, it's impossible.
You have to have a third team line, right?
Yeah, if you go out for a spring game and you have 10 linemen, that's rough. It's really rough. But it's on these coaches. I'm just telling you now. Now here's the deal. Here's my pushback on it. Is that for myself? I could never complain about hours or time because I did select the job myself.
I know.
I chose.
No, I understand.
But there has to be some point in time where you give them a chance
to breathe
and to breathe, and not even so much that, have a chance to just be able to run a program like it's supposed to be run. I mean, it's really, really hard. I mean,
this is beautiful. I'm glad you're voicing this.
And then we'll get to the next part. But just think about if you're Ryan Day, they had their top 2 running backs. One's done. Travion Henderson's done.
Is Henderson done?
He's done with, and then Judkins.
With John Judkins.
Yes, he declared for the draft. So you've lost him.
He did.
You lost your starting quarterback. You lost some other guys.
Oh,
and then B. Now you've lost your D coordinator, and then you hear everywhere that Chip Kelly maybe is the top target to be an offensive coordinator in the NFL. Which after you win a national championship, you might be going, you know what? I wouldn't mind going and doing that because guess what? The schedule's not insane. That's not the way it is. It's not. Right. It's not the same way. And so all of a sudden he could lose both a chance to, because Chip Kelly's like, you know what? This is awesome. I won a national championship. I was the offensive coordinator. And I did really well. So let's see if I win a Super Bowl now, and also work less hours.
Hey, think about it. Ohio State, they lost Jim Knowles, right? They could lose Chip Kelly. Now, if you're an Ohio State fan, you're saying, hey, Ryan, you're not going anywhere, are you? Coach Day, you're staying here, right?
Absolutely.
What if there's a clean sweep? What if Day just said, you know what? I love this, that we won a national title, but I was treated poorly.
I'm going to the Saints.
I'm going to take the Saints job.
I'm going to New Orleans.
Then what?
Oh, yeah, it could be a completely – but right now, it's
then
like –
what?
I believe college, and especially in basketball, also on all sports now, are trying to get the one great year. The runs that you've seen that Nebraska had right there, they're trying to get the one great year.
Not one great run.
No,
one great year.
One great season. One great season. You're trying to get the one. That's what Ole Miss was trying to do, and just came up short a little bit.
Is that healthy?
Do I think it's healthy? No, but it is the way it. When you turn the TV on, once
you can
again,
say it's healthy if you want. I don't think it is.
I don't think any of us think that.
Yeah, you're right though.
And then how motivated are you? I mean, he'll be motivated. The wide receiver for Ohio State, true freshman,
Jeremiah Smith.
He's probably a top 10 pick today.
Yep, maybe top 5. Bill.
Maybe top 5. So, and he's also going to be a top. So he's going to be a top 5 pick when he comes out, and he's got 2 more years. If I'm him, I'm like going, all I can really do is screw up. All I can really do is have. I mean, when does someone just start to sit out and just say, you know what, I'm going to play one more year, and then I'm going to sit out the last year and just train, and I'm just going to get injured.
Don't put that into the atmosphere.
The reason they won't is because when you could opt out at LSU, when I was there, it was devastating. Can you imagine opting out? And Jamar Chase opted out. He did, and I said we lost a ton of players that could opt out. He already had the film. He already won the Blitnikoff, so he sat out the year. But they could. That was an option that was available to him, was to opt out. So I was never upset with them because it was an option that they could do. Well, now the difference is, though, back then, they were not getting paid like they're getting paid now.
Yeah, now they're getting paid.
So now the pushback of my own comment is that what would motivate him is, well, he's probably going to get to be at Ohio State 3, 4. I don't know what there's like a lot of money.
It would be millions.
If he decides just to sit out,
yeah,
you get nothing. So he has a chance in the next 2 years to go into the league if he's smart with the money he makes and however he invests it, and does. And he also could do commercials because it's legal now. He could have somewhere between 10 to 12 million
going
in the bank.
Yeah, there's
on draft day going in.
I heard from an NFL coach who said he's never levied more fines for late and skipping workouts than he has now. Why? Because a lot of the guys are already millionaires.
Yeah.
They don't care if I fine them $5,000. So yeah, you're right. But that is an incentive to stay. And
so that is the incentive. And
big incentive.
What's really helping is quarterbacks.
Yeah, they stay in college.
Because they stay in college because they have that. It's like stay in college because this thing that you're making. They talk about what Will Levis makes as a starting quarterback as a rookie. Like what, 700,000, something like that.
Right at $1 million.
Yeah, Will Levis. Yeah,
right under $1 million.
Under $1 million, and then most are making more than that.
Oh yeah, most of them are. If you're making $1 million, if you're a good quarterback in college, for sure. And some are making much more than
Bill,
that.
the headline again, please.
I got to go back to make sure I nail it perfectly.
Please.
I don't want to jack this thing up.
No, you're doing good.
It's that with this grind, you will lose your mind, and you will.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plays Advisors. Big announcement.
Oh man!
After the break,
who's making it? You, RJ?
I'll make the announcement on early break.
Is Bella doing it?
No.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey farmers, Buick Farm Outfitters is hosting a product expo at their facility near Exeter on Tuesday, February 11th. They'll introduce the newest products from Precision Planting and demo the Quick Draw Spray Tender System. They'll give you an up-close look at the Green Eye Select Spraying System, reveal the future of soybean traits, and much more. Stay up to date with the newest technologies in agriculture and learn how your farm can save time and money to become more efficient. Visit BuickFarmOutfitters.com for more information, and they'll see you on the 11th.
If you're sick of catering from the same places every month, it's time to switch things up. Mulberry Barbecue is perfect for business lunches and dinners, family gatherings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, rehearsal dinners, and so much more. Delivery and full service options are available, and they can cater for anything from 10 people to 500 people. Call them at 402-937-7114 to hear their menu options and get your catering booked today. Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. We see lots of sunshine. It will be breezy. We'll see an afternoon high near 53. Tonight, mostly clear skies and light winds with a low around 25. Tomorrow, we'll see sunshine return with a light breeze and an afternoon high near 56. I'm meteorologist Kyle Buck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we wanted to give a special shout out to all of our great customers, thanking you all for a record-setting year in 2024. Now let's get the new year rolling with some big savings. Right now at Cobble, we have some of the biggest discounts in the area with over $12,000 off list price or 0% APR on select new models. So stop on in the dealership or hit us up online at cobblecars.com to get true low country overhead in action. $12,000 off list or 0% APR right now at Cobble. So please stop on in or visit us at cobblecars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So
Bill,
I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what's happening today with Shin Daddy in Creighton, Bill?
It's a big day today. It's Condiment Monday. And Condiment Monday. So for that right there, Shin Daddy for Monday, he's got, when you come in and deposit more $100 or more, you get a large jar of your choice from Monday of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip. The large jar. So when you come in, so it's Condiment Monday. So you get the chance to come in with a deposit of $100 or more into your account, and you get the large jar, and you get to choose whether you want mayo or Miracle Whip. Yeah, and that I go back and forth with that. I do too. That is a struggle.
100.
That is a struggle that I enjoy.
We have some
There-
strange
there's parallel
similarities.
lives.
Yeah. I never know which one to go
No,
with.
and then all of a sudden, if you have both in there, and I might make a sandwich one day and it's mayo, the next day it's Miracle Whip.
And both are fine.
Both are fine. It doesn't even faze me. Jake's unaware. He's not even listening to the show right now.
Condiment. Okay. I'm typing something over
Yeah,
here.
I missed the whole thing.
I heard it.
We'd like to hear from
It's
maybe from the
Condiment
text
Monday.
line with what their choice would be.
So he's got big jars.
Big jars of it. The big jars. Hellman's.
He's not just giving away little packets.
No, not the packets.
He's giving
The
away
packet's a
jars.
racket. The packet's a racket. We know that.
The jars that'll last for a
A
long
long time. That's how about the time sometimes you look at that Miracle Whip jar and going, "Ooh, that's been here a while."
A year.
It's been
You
here.
know.
This has been here a while.
It's like a year.
Also, at our house, I will not allow the squeezable in the mirror. I know.
Oh, interesting.
I only want the
The jar.
I want the jar.
Yeah, you
I
want
want
the jar.
I'm going in with the knife.
Yeah,
I'm going in with the knife.
I think most people would be like that. The squeezable seems odd to me.
So it
It does.
And I will say this: it's like a ribbon that it lays out, and it's not bad. So I've used it.
Oh, when you use a squeezable,
The
it is a
squeezable,
ribbon, yeah.
But I go always on the
Okay, here's
bread.
the big question.
Here's the
This
question.
is the big one. Get ready.
I'm ready.
When I put mine on with a spoon. Do you lick the spoon?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Now,
Yeah.
I mean,
You use a spoon. That's interesting.
I do use a
Yeah.
spoon. I always
Okay.
use a spoon. Don't use
Your
a knife.
condiments?
For my mayo. when
That's
I-
odd.
Yeah.
It's a knife thing.
No, I
It's a
use
nice
a
thing,
spoon.
but I'm
Who uses
okay
a
with it.
spoon for mayo.
Seldom use a
What's the
knife.
point?
Well, here's
though?
the
why.
But here's the
I don't know. I get a bigger glob. I mean, you get a bigger glob.
Seems odd to spread it with
How-
a spoon versus a knife.
But I say you could do it. But see, I always cut my sandwich, and Let me ask you this, Steve. How do you cut your sandwich? In half or diagonal? Make it into a triangle, or do you make it into two halves?
Or just the whole. I just have the whole thing.
You eat the whole, I've never done that.
Yeah,
My sandwich has to be cut.
I don't have to have it cut.
No, I'm not down on that.
Especially peanut butter and jelly. I never cut it.
Really?
Never cut.
I don't.
it.
Yeah, I
would
cut
say
my
that.
sandwich either.
I always cut my sandwich.
Okay.
Peanut butter and jelly, though, would let it go. Tell you
Wow,
what,
Condiment Monday.
Condiment Monday. Get your choice. Shin Daddy. Imagine all of a sudden just going in and just doing some banking and getting yourself a jar of mayo. A big jar of mayo.
Take it out like that.
It's just the way it should be. It's proper.
It'd be incredible.
Well,
what should we do now?
We have angered people because, as usual, we're late. We're 11 minutes late on an announcement.
Okay, hang on. Are we going to play the horn, the foghorn?
No,
breaking news?
No, I'm going to play the breaking news sound.
Okay, here it is. So we've been waiting for.
This is going to get
We have teased breaking news on this show for a couple weeks now.
Weeks.
The official tease was on Friday. Now, this is the official news that as of a week from today, on Monday, February 3rd, Early Break will no longer be a 2-hour show.
What will it be?
It will be a 3-hour show.
Whoa!
6 to 9 a.m.
6 to 9. You got to be kidding me.
6 to 9 a.m. beginning a week from today. We will expand our show 1 full hour, 6 to 9 a.m. It will shift things throughout the day, the rest of the lineup, but we will be going till 9 a.m. now, starting next week.
For the last hour, will we all sit in the same spots?
Yes.
Or will Steve run the board and then I come here and you come over
that'd
here?
Be awesome.
Will that be changed for the last hour? Same spots. We'll all be in the same spots.
This is exciting, isn't it? This is now, Bill, you've always wanted to do this.
I've wanted to be a 3-hour, yes.
Yeah. Bill, I would say, would you say Bill was the impetus to this?
Yes. Bill has pushed, Bill's been on this since January of 2023. I believe by end of February of that year, he was pushing for 3 hours.
Well,
a month in.
We couldn't talk about some things. Some things came up, and I was like, when to get to them.
January of 2023. So you've been with us a full 2 years.
Pretty close, yeah. It has been.
It has been a full 2 years at this point.
Probably
today.
That's incredible
So
news.
what's going on? We're doing 3
if you
hours.
just tuned in, Early Break will no longer be a 2-hour show. It will be 3 hours, 6 to 9 a.m. beginning a week from today, February 3rd.
So what made this happen?
The Breakers made it possible. The reason why we're going to 3 hours is not because of us. It's because of you. Because of you, the listeners who have built the breaker, who have stuck
built
with
a
us.
breaker.
You've stuck with us. You have built breakers by sticking with us as
so
well.
Viewership is up.
It is up.
Listenership.
It stayed strong.
Yeah.
It keeps growing and growing. And because of that, we have to do more radio. We get to do more radio because you guys
it's not
have
have
demanded
to,
it.
it's get to.
You have demanded it.
Are you guys ready for this?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a
You
lot.
might need more coffee for the last hour.
Yeah.
I always make a pot back there for you.
That's just exciting news. I'll tell you one thing. It's much better than management coming to you and saying, hey, we're going to cut you back an hour.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good. Whenever I always tell young people, whenever they say they want you to do more, your superiors say, nod your head and say, yes. Okay, we'll do more.
It's the same way with they're going to change position. Someone says, hey, we want you to move from wide receiver to DB. Be thankful. That means they like you. That means you don't move somebody they don't want. They have some sort of faith in you. So
this is exciting.
Anything from the text
We
line?
have some response.
Anything at all?
We have some response. Let's see what the Breakers have to say about this breaking news before we, go on from this.
Yeah, we're going to go on from this.
Downtown Scott says, "Yay!
Yay!"
Someone says you just answered our prayers. There's been people have prayed
Hail
about
Mary.
it.
They were on
There's
their
been
knees.
prayers about this. apparently.
They've been praying about this.
Mr. Cub LFG, let's bleeping go.
Let's frickin' go.
Tater says, best news I've ever heard.
The tot.
Ever? Ever. That's cool.
That's a lot.
Lucas
He's got kids,
in North
he's got
Dakota.
family.
Yeah. Lucas in North Dakota says, this is the ultimate breaking news. Good news.
And we are really crediting the Breakers here.
It's because of you guys.
Because of the expanded viewership is the reason that
Rate
this
a couple
happened.
more, then
Yeah.
Tony in Fort Bragg, this makes me incredibly happy. Sanderson, it's about freaking time. Well done. Let's see. 3 hours is incredible. Congrats. Maybe the weekly golf reviews will make a return. I didn't type that.
It might
You
be.
never know.
Might be.
You never know.
Summer gets long.
Yeah, he'll get that. And then on a whole 9.
God, this is exciting.
Let's see. Keep Shut Up Sipple at 70. Yeah, the game show will stay at the same time. Don't worry. I'm not moving the game show. It'll be the same spot.
Will we take callers sometimes?
We'll take
Jake?
call. We'll have another hour to take calls.
Then we can take some. We can become a call-in show again. And take a couple calls.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
Jacob said, I thought the show was going to be done. And maybe said, no, the show is not done.
We have an announcement.
We're going an
done.
extra
We're
hour.
done.
We're off the
This is
air.
it. We're done.
Big announcement.
Signing off.
Signing off.
No, we're not signing off. We're going 3 hours.
Ellis in Illinois says, this is possibly one of the greatest days of my life. Thank you. We've heard that from 2 people now.
This is
That concerns me.
That concerns me.
I'm a little concerned for you
Jake,
guys.
this is a perfect time to do it.
Oh.
Because I wrote a song, Bill.
You did?
Hold
yes,
it.
Yes.
Did you write a rap?
It's a rap.
It's a wrap. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
Hey, look, get now. It's perfect because
Everybody listen.
No, this is perfect because the Breakers made this happen. You and Jake are also in this song. Okay.
I did not know this was coming. Just so you guys know, I had no idea this was coming. Let's hear it.
We're going 3 hours with the breakers, 3 salt shakers, chopping up your day, doing it our way. Hey. We're rolling three. We're money makers. We ain't no takers. We trample all fakers. We roll like the Lakers, Bill's old school Lakers, with Magic and Kareem rising to the top. No time to stop. Chop, 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 chop. Because we're going 3 hours like a trip to Des Moines. We're just making coin with John in Des Moines and Bird in Lumbo. We'll swat you like Matumbo. So join us on the air or hit us in the stream. This is getting real. Like Jake's big swing. You'll know what I mean. Can I do one more?
Yes.
All right.
Please don't ever stop.
But Ben is long gone, off to another role. So Ellie keeps it real. There's just no other way. We dance like Sugar Ray for 3 long rounds, stepping out of bounds, bringing you the steam. You'll see what I mean.
Hey.
That's it.
It was 3 salt shakers.
Oh, we're white.
That you put some work into that. I thought
I
you did
just came to me yesterday.
That you
That
spent
just
some
came
time.
to you.
No,
that was long.
It took me like 15 minutes yesterday.
That was incredible.
15 minutes.
I didn't think it was be that long. That was
It was longer than the other
But that
one.
was good.
Thank you. Yeah, I tried it out on a couple people, and they said you should definitely go with that.
Oh,
See, the problem with doing
Tricky liked it.
I had no idea it was coming.
No,
no
I
idea
didn't.
this
I
was
wanted to
coming.
surprise you.
You always say it. Save it for the
I
air.
wanted to surprise you. I didn't want to tell you because I had to tell Jake this,
You
and
did, yeah.
Jake was
Well,
immediately skeptical.
No, I was not. I
Or-
said, you wanted me to give you a beat. I didn't know that.
You did it perfect.
He did really
kind
good.
of. I had to change it up a
No,
little bit
that was
in there.
perfect. Thank you. So that was just to celebrate our new thing. And
Oh,
if
thank you for that,
In case
Sip.
you wondered if I've lost my mind, that pretty much
That confirm it then?
confirms it. Yeah.
We have some more response here. Some
what else
people-
you got?
The Hammer says, maybe with the extra hour, Jake will finally read some of my texts. Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe
Hammer.
some of that.
Maybe we'll be
Tom in Omaha says, great news. What time is Shut Up Sipple? This will be about 7:45, 7:50 time
That's
frame.
same time. Yeah.
People want to know
We don't
that.
need to change that.
Les says, great job. You guys rock. Thank you for the news. Let's see. We have Bird in Columbus that says, this is up there with the moon landing in terms of excitement.
Yes.
Do you remember the moon landing?
I do remember it very clearly. It was incredible.
Now,
I remember where we went.
Doug in Coeur d'Alene says, does Sip have the stamina for 3 hours here?
Why is he asking if I do?
He just says, Sip, does Sip have the stamina? Not worried about us.
What are we
apparently.
talking about here?
Well, that's Doug in Coeur d'Alene,
I know
Idaho.
what you do at Planet Fitness. You're ready. Anything from Petrinka?
I haven't seen Patrinka. Oh, that's be on his personal text line. John says, I'm excited to hear about the 3 hour show. He says,
Gene?
selfishly, I want 5 to 8 a.m. I said, no, I would not do 5 a.m. Sorry. I would not do 5 a.m.
It's a little rough. It's a little rough. It's getting up at
Yeah,
3:30.
That's I vetoed that.
I don't even know if I'd do it.
Yeah,
If you said
I
we're going at
vetoed
5, I might say no go on that.
that's early.
We have some response to the rap now.
Yes.
I'm getting to whitest rap I've ever heard. Lord have mercy.
It was incredible.
I liked it.
3 salt shakers.
Let's see.
Was that white?
Sip has bars. Someone says that's a good thing. You got bars. That better be tomorrow's song of the day from Taj.
No, you don't have to do song. You don't have to do that for song of the day.
Anything from Genghis Corn.
Genghis Corn on YouTube. Let's see. I got to go to YouTube for that.
Let's check the tube.
Tyler says, please don't make that rap a regular thing. It was a one-time occasion.
It's a one-off.
Twice. We've done it twice.
Nice.
And maybe next year. I mean, if we go to 4 hours.
Gary says,
we'll be on from 8 to 2.
Gary says, will Sip be able to not eat on the show for that long? No, that'd be impossible. Of course, we all know that. That'd be impossible.
Thinking of the rabbit holes are going to be able to go down with this extra
Well,
bonus hour.
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Genghis says, this is great news on YouTube. Genghis
Can
Corn.
we take more calls, do you think?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Get a few calls now.
Kathy Woody chimes in, says, yay on YouTube. That's our friend Woody.
I saw Woody at Hy-Vee yesterday. She
You
asked
did?
me. She kind of gave me. She goes, "Can you give me a little insight on the big news?" I said, "No, got to keep it in. Keep it in house. Kept it in house."
What else are you hearing?
Jose says, best news for all of us at Midwest Tile and Stone. Okay, congrats, guys. You
Jose,
want to
thank
advertise?
you.
Go for it. We'll take you.
I'm glad people are happy.
Is there anyone not? Is there
There was somebody that said, well, this sucks. One person said that. It can't all be positivity. People are going to,
This sucks.
This sucks.
What someone says, where was it at? I'm trying to find. It was way down here. There's a lot of texts have come in.
You have to read the negative ones too.
I'm trying to find where that one went.
It's easy to fix though. Just turn the radio off.
Yep. Yeah, if you don't want to listen to it, then don't listen to us. It's fine.
Oh, we can delve into some serious stuff here now. I'm excited about this.
The Corn Dog says, awesome news. When's the 3-hour show starting? It starts a week from today, Monday, February 3rd. We'll go 6 to 9 a.m. for the long term.
Nice.
Starting Monday.
Dino says, outstanding news on the extra hour. The rap gets a 1 on the score.
Oh, come on.
The
I
rap
put my
was
heart
really
into
good.
that. I thought it was a 5.
I'm going to have to alert.
No. Someone has an idea. I'm not going to confirm this or not, but someone says, does Bill have a game show now in the new hour? Shut up, Sipple. Is there a Good Luck Bill in the 8 o'clock hour?
Good Luck Bill.
Good Luck Bill.
We can do better than Good Luck Bill.
No.
Well, that's what his mom
I
wants
thought
to
about
be.
that with our overall record still being very good. What I'd be by myself would not be good.
No, you surprise yourself.
The lifeline
sometimes.
has been very nice.
I think you.
There'll be a
surprise
lot
yourself.
of things. I think the breakers will be excited. There'll be a lot of things come up when you have a bonus hour.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a lot of little things come up.
John in Des Moines says, I'm honored to make the rap song. Thank you,
You
Sid.
made it.
Yep.
John in Des Moines, Bird in Lumbo. I couldn't get everybody in there.
I just got in the truck. What's happening? If you just missed the news, which you said the last 12 minutes, early break will be going 6 to 9 a.m. beginning next Monday, officially. 3-hour show.
Monday. God.
What a time to advertise on the show.
You want to be a part of the
You wanna
show
be a
and
part of it?
advertising? You can hit
Yeah.
me up at jake@theticketfm.com or you can text the text line 402-464-5685. We can help you out. A lot of opportunity here.
Thank you to the breakers. The only reason that we went 3 hours, am I correct, Jake, is because of listenership and viewership.
Yeah, it's not because of us. I mean,
yeah.
they listen to us,
Yeah.
but it's because you guys have viewed this show as important
It's pretty
and have
big.
told your
Yeah.
friends about it.
You know,
And
I
Bill
didn't
the
even,
breaker, thank you.
I didn't even let it set in with me, so I hasn't because I didn't believe it ever happened. So
I
this
didn't
is
either.
all-
I didn't either.
This is all.
Now we got a negative text
I
here.
brought it
Okay, I
up.
wanna hear
I
it.
brought it up, 2 years ago.
Someone says, oh, yay, even more buffoonery.
Buffoonery. There will be some buffoonery.
A lot of buffoonery.
Yeah, we could have spent a lot more time just on talking about the schedule of college football coaches right now.
We could.
Yes.
JC says, congrats on the 3-hour show. Looking forward to more of early break.
Yeah. Well, we're
Thank you.
very happy.
Yes.
Someone wants a longer mailbag now. That's possible, I guess. Longer
Could be.
mailbag.
The
on
bag.
Wednesdays.
We'll have to maybe have a planning session and
Probably so.
come up with more.
Will we meet as a three-legged stool to go over this?
Yeah, we
Think
never
so?
have.
We've never met. We've not one time.
Well, we have just
Not-
to have drinks before nighttime.
Not one time have we ever said, hey, probably should all get together. Let's meet the
Bill, I
staff
think we
room.
probably should.
Probably should know. What are you thinking here?
In the
No.
staff room.
In the staff room.
Someone says, this is great. Now I'll lose another hour at work.
It's a pretty big move.
It's a
I
pretty-
mean, Bill, it is.
Yeah, 3 hours.
I mean,
Sports.
This is officially thank a breaker day. Yes, it is. This is thank
thank you.
We
Breakers.
built a
Come
breaker.
on.
Now we thank
The
a
only
breaker
reason this
day.
happened, I doubt they come in and say, listen, we're going to extend you guys because no one's listening.
Right.
So we're going to try to see maybe go longer with you guys to see if that helps
No,
build it back up.
no,
So the
what you're-
breakers, thank you.
Yeah, you're saying you're honored, and we're honored that we can even do this.
Hey, someone stopped me in Hy-Vee yesterday. Woody stopped me, and another
Hey.
person stopped me too. Just like, hey,
They're all over the place.
Hey,
breakers.
yeah. Well, I was at Super Saver
Yeah.
yesterday looking for key lime pie.
Hey.
Isaac, as I don't rarely remember names, but I remember the name Isaac stopped and said he loves the show. God bless you, Isaac.
Stephen Brazil says,
Brazil.
I was happy about the 3 hours until the rap song. Any more rap, and it should be a 1 hour show going
I'm
forward.
doing more rap if you keep saying that.
What if we got cut down to 1 hour after that?
TP just said sorry. Or maybe he just cuts me out of the show. Don't cut me out of the show. I won't rap anymore.
I like the rap. That was a long one too.
Well, I thought about ending it after I added one more stanza to get Ellie and Ben in it.
Well, good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's the news of the day. Early break would now be 6 to 9 a.m. beginning next Monday. Before we get to break, though,
what do we got?
The 3 words, Bill, you don't want to hear in IT are what?
I've been hacked.
Oh,
it's the worst.
It's not good.
See it every day. You see it every day. People are down in their basement on their computers hacking people. Yeah, all of a sudden getting a control
in their basement.
Yeah, in their basements. Yeah, that's what they're doing. On their laptops. They're on laptops.
If you don't want to be hacked and just want to,
what do you do?
You'd call our friends at Applied Connective Technologies. Their website is appliedconnective.com.
Applied.
A free consultation. They manage all your IT. It's a one-stop shop for all your IT, cybersecurity, audio, video, infrastructure, and more. Security, please be like all 93 counties of the state.
I've never been
called to Applied Connect.
So good about the state and the surrounding areas just because of Applied Connect. That because they're all going to be safe now. It bothers me.
Does it bother you?
I have had a good friend that's like, yeah, they hijacked our they want ransom money for all of our stuff. It was a law firm. It was a law firm, and it was like all of a sudden it's like, what do? You have nothing, and we need send us $20 million, and you have all your stuff back.
Oh, here we
doesn't
go.
happen.
Here
Applied
we go.
Connect doesn't stop, and they'll also
We're doing this,
and they'll bring bodyguards down too in a big truck.
Here they come.
Here they come.
Come pouring out.
Here comes Applied Connective.
Yes.
Check them out at
What a day.
appliedconnective.com. Yes.
This will go down. This will go down in those historic days.
Thank you for all the positive and negative texts we've received. I'd say 99% positive.
I wonder, is this one of those moments where the breakers will know where they were when they heard the news?
I hope so.
You know, sometimes you see, remember something.
I think about the podcasters aren't even listening live. They'll find this out later on in the day.
That's true. There's a lot of people right now going like, they have no idea
what's
going
this breaking news we're talking about.
Are we ready for this, guys?
I don't know.
We're ready for it.
Are we gonna do anything on X? Any announcement on X?
It's already on X.
Is it? Okay. Nice.
So,
we go with X now. Do you go with X?
I think it's made this switch now. I held on to Twitter forever. I think now
still call it Twitter.
Yeah, I still kind of do. But right now, it's pretty much X. Everyone's like, okay.
All right, guys. We're doing it.
All right, let's do it.
3 hours starting next week. We get 2 hours this week, though. So when we come back, we'll discuss more of the situation at Penn State and Ohio State. Penn State taking Jim Knowles. We'll discuss that next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, enjoy a 3-day sale from January 30th to February 1st, featuring USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound, all-natural pork butt $1.79 per pound, farmland bacon $3.99 per 16 ounces with a limit of 4, and all-natural spare ribs $2.99 per pound. That's the 3-day sale from January 30th to February 1st at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store. The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Men's health is not a game at Limitless Male. It's serious medicine. We're not a West Coast franchise with a one-size-fits-all approach. Every man is different. Some men require more or less testosterone to feel their best. At Limitless Male, we safely monitor your labs and symptoms along the way and adjust your treatment as needed. The only thing cookie cutter about Limitless Male? The incredible results men brag about. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Thank you again for all the text we received from the news of the early break going 3 hours.
What an interesting day.
3 hours.
3 hours, not today, but next Monday. So we've got 2 hours the rest of this week.
We'll have
3
to have
hours.
a staff meeting.
We'll have a staff meeting. Jake will run it. That'd be fun of us all sitting there. We'll bring Ben back. Bring Ben back just to sit in. I'd love to.
Ellie has to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have a staff meeting. We got to get ourselves together.
As Bill said, Ben does not talk to us. He just adds us on LinkedIn for a
LinkedIn.
friend request.
Not a
basically.
text, nothing. Just
I
not a-
never hear from Ben.
No,
ever.
nothing. No, he just
I'll
moved on.
text him today.
He moved on. And he's, as Bill said, now running the Lincoln Journal-Star.
Bill will be interested in this. I've never voiced this. I wonder if Ron did this. This loosely applies to what Ben's doing. You know, I had a basketball coach named Al Schnabel, Bill.
What's the name?
He was the high school basketball coach at Columbus. After our season, I was a senior. He told the seniors, now don't be coming around here anymore.
Really? just don't.
He said, don't
it was great advice. I thought about it a lot over the years. He said, don't come back and hang on to your years here. You got to go do something else now. Don't come back and play. You don't have to come back and play in the summer with these guys. Just go do your own thing now. I thought it was the greatest advice ever.
It is great because I know this. I went back for my dad was still coaching, so I went back
for
like a football game or something. But it's like life moves on really fast in high school, and those that are hanging around still kind of like it's like no.
Go do it.
Yeah, no. Go do it.
So Ben is just moved on.
He moved on
very quickly.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
The next day, see you guys.
I felt in some ways we've helped Ben, but now Ben has moved on.
I thought we did too.
But that's kind of what we wanted, right? That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. I wanted him to move on. So
be successful.
He doesn't need to hang around here.
It's time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody else is moving on from after a good tenure is Jim Knowles.
Oh God.
Jim Knowles.
Bill.
Again, was great at Oklahoma State, went to Ohio State, was very, very, very good there, helped them win the championship this year against Notre Dame in the championship. And now he's moving on to Penn State. Tom Allen, of course, left Penn State to go to Clemson to become their DC a couple weeks ago. And now we hear that Jim Knowles is taking his spot after just helping Ohio State win a national championship. This was, I thought, very surprising news yesterday.
I did too.
Very surprising.
Oh,
out of nowhere.
I go, is this real? I texted in our group. I said, this can't be real. I'm still shocked by it. The part that jumps out to me the most before the move is the fact that you strain so hard your entire life to maybe win a national championship. And he does as a defensive coordinator and doesn't even get to enjoy it for like this thing would have been going with Penn State probably like the night of the national championship game or the next day. Yeah. He wasn't at the big celebration yesterday. He wasn't even there.
Nope.
Jim Knowles.
So you do all of that, all that work, all that time. You finally get to the pinnacle, and then that happens.
Jim Knowles he's going to become the highest paid defensive coordinator in the history of college football. This is according to CBS Sports.
Quite a statement.
He's expected to become the highest paid DC in the history of college football with a salary range averaging $3.1 million over 3 years. That's according to Pete Thamel of ESPN. Now, Bill pointed out it wasn't like, okay, so he's going to get $3+ million at Penn State. Now what I heard is Ohio State was going to pay him 2.7.
Yeah,
so it's not a huge money.
Those numbers you never know, but they would have. Ohio State probably would have matched pretty close to, probably even more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the situation, and it also doesn't sound as if Ohio State fought really hard.
Why?
You know, in some point, there is sometimes too. It's like, okay, if you really want to leave, I mean, to even have the thought to want to leave,
right.
I mean, that would be bizarre to me. It really is. And you're going to a place that you're going, okay, they have a lot of players. It's a very difficult place to live.
He's from Philly. Now that's something to keep in mind.
Yep, that's true. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a Philadelphia native.
I say it's tough to live. It's just it's very out there. You've been there.
Oh, it's very out there. It's not like he's taking a family. He doesn't have I mean, he's single. So that helps, right? You don't have to put your family in State College, Pennsylvania. It is a very, like, I guess I was like, Bill, when I saw it, I was like, is this really Jim Knowles is going to? Then we don't even talk about the fact they're like rivals.
Yeah, they're going.
I mean, they're rivals. It's really odd.
Yeah, if he had went to SEC school or even they're discussing Oklahoma.
Or Oklahoma, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to the SEC.
His girlfriend's from Oklahoma, so people thought maybe that would happen.
So I could, that makes not like make sense, but make more sense than going to one of your top rivals. But it makes it really interesting.
Power move by Penn State, right? It's a power move.
$3 million plus a year, though. You're saying $3 million plus.
Yeah, 3.1 is what they're saying. But it's a big flex by Penn State. I mean, we're gonna. Yeah. Ohio State made some flexes when they got Chip Kelly, when they got Jim Knowles, when they got Will Howard, when they retained their, they spent $20 million to retain their roster. And I think Penn State, what I've read is Penn State said, okay, now we're going to do the same thing because we're close. Penn State was very close.
They're close.
I know what I said on the air, or I don't know if I said on this air or some other air, but
I thought Penn State, and you guys didn't push back. You could have. I said Penn State was the second best team in the playoffs. You could say, well, they lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I thought they were better than Notre Dame. I thought they were a better team.
They had more talent.
More talent.
They did. They had more talent. Like I said on the air, we said maybe not better team, but more talent. They did.
And they
easily could have been in the national championship game.
And they're getting a lot of guys back. We've talked about Aller. We've talked about Katron Allen.
And Singleton.
Both running backs.
But also guys that we haven't heard of probably on defense. Like the story I read that listed off 4 or 5 guys that they're bringing back on defense. They're loaded. They're loaded.
Yeah, he being Jim Knowles is aware of that. He wasn't walking into a place where it's like, well, hang on now, we got to get the pay, get the checkbook out because we don't know we got to get some dudes. They've already got them.
Joel Klatt. And I did feel better about this because I said I thought I'd put Penn State number 1 going into next year. Joel Klatt has them number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State going into next year. Penn State. You could make a strong case for Penn State being the best team in the country going into next year.
Agreed.
Franklin.
Still, that's still bizarre. That is still bizarre. That would be, like I said, that would just be like the defensive coordinator leaving Iowa and coming to Nebraska.
I
know. It's a rival. I mean, that's like I said, they don't honor it because Penn State, remember, they don't have one protected game. So they've been in the league for like 30 years and they don't have a rival.
I know.
Which is very weird.
Is Ohio State close at all?
They're close. They're a second tier rivalry.
Yeah.
Because they're both pretty good. That's about it.
Ohio State has its rival. We all know that.
They have a real one. Yeah, and like a Michigan has a real one, and then they have a very good second with Michigan State.
Yeah.
In state, so that means a lot. Also, Penn State doesn't. They don't have one, and so it's a very interesting. And also, like I said, you're moving to a more difficult place to live. You're not getting in and out of there. You're not flying. There's no airport. And so wherever there's a lot to it.
It is really strange.
Yeah. Now he won't go on the road. I guarantee he'll be one that's not on the road. He'll be selected not to be on the road. So just a lot of things to it. But it's interesting, and I'm really glad it happened.
Why?
Because we can talk about it.
I know.
Because it's so fun to talk about.
And now it'll be fun to see who takes the job at Ohio State.
Yeah, who will that be?
Who takes the spot?
Promote? I wonder also.
Oh, we saw a name already.
Who's
you know him?
Who?
Chris Ash.
Oh, Chris Ash.
Chris,
yeah, that's right. Chris Ash.
Chris Ash immediately came up as
correct. You did see that.
The leading candidate. So Chris Ash is the former Rutgers head coach.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where he's at right now. But anyway, he'd be a guy to watch.
So Jim Knowles going to Penn State from Ohio State as defensive coordinator, $3 million plus.
The one that also will be very interesting will be, will Larry Johnson continue? I think Larry's in mid-70s, early 70s.
Defensive line coach.
Defensive line coach was with Penn State forever. He's one of the most highly regarded defensive line coaches and a very good person.
You know,
when I was at Ohio State with him, I absolutely loved Larry.
Larry Johnson age.
Great. But I'm going to guess him at about 72.
God, I didn't know. Yeah, you got it. 73.
73 years old. And he just won a national championship
73.
There. And so that will also be the thing that will come up, with where that's at.
He's coaching at 73.
Yeah.
So is Pete Carroll, by the way. Yeah. Pete Carroll's back.
Just got hired.
At 73, he's back for the Raiders.
Yeah.
I know. Why do those guys want to keep working?
They're bored.
I think that when that becomes when not a lot of you don't have a lot of hobbies when you're a coach. I don't have a lot of hobbies. I talk about like, oh, I love to go fishing. And then you add it up. How many days did you go last year? Well, it was 2. 2. I like to do this. How many days you really do it last year? Right. I like to go hunting. How many days you really go? Went twice. That's it.
Got you.
So that's about it.
So, I'm not judging anybody. People there's a lot of people that just want to keep working.
Yeah. And it also keeps you alive. Also, in the NFL, what are they trying to do? It's trying to get one good year. They're not trying to see if Pete can run the Raiders for the next 7.
No.
Like, can you get this team going? Can you get this team? He's a veteran with energy.
Yeah.
And so all you care about is, can we get this thing going? Can we get it going for a couple of years? Can we have enough to get us back in the mix? You don't build this thing. Right now, the job that's the best job right now is the Commanders, because their quarterback is on his rookie. He's on his rookie contract, so they can go out and spend money around him for the next couple of years.
I think they have a lot of money to spend too. Their cap numbers are
so they're going to have a chance. And if you're looking around and you're on offense, you're a wide receiver.
Oh.
And you're going, hang on now, or even if you're on defense, like, hey, we're going to win. We have a really good quarterback. We're going to win, and he's not getting paid for 3 more years.
Yep.
So we have money. So they're going to have players all over the place.
Pete Carroll, by the way, you would say young 73, right?
Yes.
Really young. What is it, Jay?
It is time to play the game show. Give us a call right now.
We got to go.
464-568.
Are we going 3 hours today?
Nope. That's next week.
Okay.
Chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. Today's topic is NFL wide receivers, not from the past, but current ones right now. What teams do these guys play for in the NFL? 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down, Sip, and Bill and trivia. Today's topic, NFL wide receivers. You guys feel good
Not
about
good.
this? Bad? Sip?
I feel okay.
Current
We have what was there 32 teams?
Yeah.
There's still
So you have a chance to guess.
32 teams.
I bet you'll get one, Bill. I bet you will.
Okay, we got Greg. Greg, how do you feel about NFL wide receivers today?
Give it a decent shot.
There's
Okay,
Greg
here we
from
go.
Milford. Greg from Milford.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Hey,
calling.
congrats on the 3 hours today, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Greg.
you.
Yeah,
Greg,
you're a big reason why, Greg. You
Yes.
and the Breakers.
You
are a
built
big
this
reason
thing.
Build
Bill, a
Built this
lifeline.
city on rock and roll.
Horrible song.
It is. We built this city.
Little starship there for you.
Don't
huh?
get Katrinka started on that song, by the way.
It's
Don't get
terrible.
her started on that.
Greg, first question goes to you. What team does receiver Brian Thomas Jr. play for?
Brian Thomas Jr. Let's go Dolphins.
You better really know it. He missed.
No, I'm gonna say you don't know it. I don't know. We're gonna pass. Tell me it's not the Saints.
It is Jacksonville.
Okay.
He finished. That was Michael. You think about Michael Thomas years ago. Brian Thomas, rookie, great year this year. First question.
Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Have you heard of him?
He's LSU.
LSU,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was very good with Jaden Daniels.
You know where you went though.
They had Jaden. They had him and Malik Neighbors too.
But did you not know where he went?
No.
Oh.
Sip, first question. What team does receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba play for?
Oh, I should know this one. I got this, Bill. Yeah, I got this.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I 100. Oh. Hold on.
5.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. 'Cause the team I thought.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
The team I had was
Seahawks is correct.
Okay.
Got one.
1-0 lead for
Got one.
Sip. Greg, last question. What team does receiver Josh Downs play for?
Josh Downs.
Yep, Josh Downs.
D.
He was just shy of 1,000 yards this year. Had a good
Give me
season.
hints now.
I'm just saying he had a good
Yeah.
season.
That we're doing now?
5 seconds here.
Let's go the Colts. Brilliant. Oh,
Colts is correct.
Just nailed the Colts
Hey.
out of the blue.
That
a
was-
blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Hey, Bills in play here. 1-1 tie.
All right, we got to
Sip.
lock in.
What team for the win does wide receiver Drake London play for? Another guy who had a really good year.
Okay, thank you for the hint to even it out. Bill, can you offer any help or guidance?
Bills in play
I'd be
here.
a random guess.
Rams.
Rams. Greg, are you going to
Rams.
steal this or are you going the tiebreaker, Greg?
I'm going tiebreaker.
That'd be the Atlanta Falcons.
No.
He was, I think, 4th in yards and 9 touchdowns this year for the Falcons. Good season. This
No
will go
idea.
to you guys, and Greg will go over under your answer. Jamar Chase of the Bengals led the NFL in receptions, yards, and touchdowns this season. How many yards did he have?
Okay, write that.
I got a pretty good idea.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Can I just turn it to Bill?
That's fine.
Am I setting the number?
Yeah, you're setting the number. Yeah, you're setting the number, and Greg's going over or under.
That's correct. Yep.
1,401.
Okay, 1,401 yards, Greg, going over under that number.
It's way over. He was almost at 2,000. Brilliant.
1,708 yards
that's
for
not a bad
Jamar
catch.
Chase. Also had
That's a fine
127 catches and 17 touchdowns for the Bengals this year. Greg, congrats with your Bengals. Thanks for calling in and calling on the
Triple
road.
crown.
Congrats, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. Congrats to
Thank
as well,
you.
Greg. Thank you. Yep, got the triple crown.
Thanks
This year's right.
Thanks for the congrats. That's all right. No, your guess was fine. Wasn't
You
that
know
far
how
off.
when you see someone that has that kind of success, Jamar Chase would practice so hard. It was just him and Justin Jefferson. It was insane.
Love it.
It was insane going to one-on-ones against these guys. And Terrence Marshall also, who's a second-round pick. And the guys, it's like, hey, the first guys aren't up. Who's up now? Well, Trey Palmer's out there. Let's cover him. But, it was insane, the guys
so
who had
deep.
to cover. It was ridiculous.
Trey Palmer is a second-team receiver.
Oh, yeah, he didn't play at all in the national championship game. You have to ask that to I begged him to let me have Trey to play dime in the last part of the season. I said, I go, you can have him back. If he's not playing, let me have him because he can cover, and he's a 10, 200-meter guy. I said, so
He could play dime.
yeah, I go, let me have him for dime like that. And they're like, wouldn't let him like that. And I was like, Trey, you could have played 15 snaps in the national championship game.
Now he plays in the NFL. He
Doing
plays.
just fine. The spillover is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fierce Cheese Spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fierce Cheese Spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fierce Cheese Spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Sports Show! The 56th Annual Boat Sport and Travel Show is bigger and better than ever. January 31st to February 2nd at the Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. Don't miss it.
Sports Show!
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Chris Raff, sponsored by our friends at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. Raff, good morning. I know that you and I are Broncos fans, Dolphins fans. We don't really love to see the Chiefs' success, but I think we have to respect them, right, for what they're doing right now in the NFL, Raff?
Yep. Sure.
Oh, wow, Raff. Don't want to expand, though, do you?
No, congratulations. Like I say, congratulations. But if you honestly watch that game with no rose-colored glasses, there might have been a couple first downs there that the Buffalo Bills did not get.
Was there one or was it two?
There were two.
They should have gotten.
The Kincaid pass on the play before was a first down.
Okay.
I'd go that one more than the quarterback sneak.
Ooh, I don't remember that play. I was watching the game. I don't remember that play. Kincaid, you say got a first
down?
down?
Little spot screen pass.
They did, yep.
Kincaid lunged forward and
marked him short.
I thought he had it by more than a half a yard, and they marked him short. And then the next play, and the thing with that, like that for me is like CBS cracks me up because they have Gene's territory there. They come back from commercial and Gene's territory goes, "Oh, I think he has it by at least a third of the ball, Jim." And then,
and they're usually pretty quick to back up the refs in that territory would say that.
Yeah,
that Chiefs, but that narrative is very prominent, right? That they're getting breaks.
Well, it doesn't help that on that specific play, the Bills were up by 22-21, fourth quarter, trying to get a first down, continued in field goal range, maybe a touchdown range. And one ref marks him clearly as a first down, clearly by at least a half yard.
Yeah,
I'm not.
The other one comes in and says no short, and somehow he overrules the other ref and says, yeah, it was definitely short. Chiefs ball.
With due respect, guys, I'm not doing this. I'm not diminishing what the Chiefs are doing because I don't believe there's a broad conspiracy. I do believe sometimes that
Dave Portnoy might differ.
Yeah, I do believe that certain teams and individuals get some breaks because of they've sort of earned them over time, and it becomes sort of just something that happens. Like Michael Jordan got calls. I mean, he got calls. Jordan, wouldn't you agree, Raph? Jordan got calls.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, he earned it. He did.
Well, that's what I tell the Chiefs fans. I'm like, everybody gets so mad. Like, I'm like, dude, take it. I mean, if he's getting calls for being Patrick Mahomes, take it. I was like, I would never. But sometimes Chiefs fans get a little like, oh, that's no. It's like, well, you see stuff sometimes, and that's fine. You're winning. But like I said in the Bills game last night too, on the quarterback sneak, I'm sick of the tush push play. That thing is. I'm sick of it.
Work
I can confirm. I'm sick of that also.
I'm sick of it. And one of the things that makes me laugh is all the NFL does is talk about safety of the quarterback, safety of the cornerback. So, okay, so now we're going to have a play where you're going to line up, do a tush push, have your running back or the biggest guy they find out there, grab him by the back, whatever, and push him forward as hard as you can. I'm like, so I thought we were safety of the quarterback.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about Allen's safety that much because he's bigger than
He
most
just embraces it. He
linebackers.
brings it on.
Yeah, he brings on. Now you notice the Chiefs don't do that anymore. They don't do the tush push anymore.
Yeah,
and you can't do it with all quarterbacks. You can do it with a guy like Allen, though. He's
Well,
a
I was
horse, right?
He's a horse. Yeah.
Would you do that with Tua?
Oh God, no! He'd have a concussion the first time he did it. Is that too soon? I don't care. He's
no, it's okay.
As a Dolphins
No,
fan,
you're not too
as
soon
a
on
Dolphins fan, I watch these games and I realize this will never happen with the current team they have. They're so far away. I'm so jealous of both the quarterbacks on those teams.
Well, you're jealous of the head coaches.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, Andy Reid's a dude.
Right.
McDermott's
a dude.
hasn't got through. He's a dude. McDaniel's just a little nerd over the sideline.
Right. I told you that from the
McDaniel cannot beat McDermott. No. He owns him, and he's owned by Andy Reid. So how far are you from being anything worthwhile of going far in the playoffs? You're not.
Raph, I always told Jake, I thought the hire of McDaniel was one of the strangest hires I've ever seen. He's a coordinator. Yeah. I mean, that's not a head coach standing on the sideline. He doesn't even try to be the head coach. He's in his play sheet all the time.
Yeah.
But those guys that were on the sideline last night, those are
I'm just
dudes.
telling you, in terms of I'll get out of Miami in a second, but it's telling that when Vic Fangio goes to Philly and is the coordinator of the year, they have the number one defense where he could not wait to leave Miami because it's a bunch of betas out there. No alphas, betas. They're fine with the offseason. Hey, listen, they look forward to week 18 because that means the season's over and we're going to enjoy Cancun and
I hope you're wrong.
Cabo. And we don't care about having success. We'll win our one big home game against the Niners, and then we'll call it good. That's the season we want.
I hope you're wrong. Those teams that are playing yesterday, man, those are dudes. Like, God, that game is, Raph, you watch the games. See, now I'm 58, but it's still like I feel like a little kid when I'm watching them, those teams, because they're so good and they're playing so hard.
Yeah,
this is no place for the meek. I mean,
well, the thing too about it is like everyone knows with me, I'm not a Chiefs fan. However, were you not left wanting more last night?
Yes.
Like if there would have been a fifth quarter,
I mean overtime.
100.
I would say seeing Mahomes and
Allen
go back.
Tool it always
oh gosh, that's some of the best football. I loved watching that last night.
It was great football, and now it was hard hitting football too. It was vicious. At playoff time, the viciousness is always there, but in the playoffs, it goes to another level. It's vicious. It's like to run the ball effectively in the National Football League in the playoffs, you have to be vicious. And Kareem Hunt is vicious. Did I get that name right?
Yeah, you got it.
Kareem Hunt is and Pacheco is good.
They run angry.
Me and Jake were texting James Cook
for the Bills.
It really runs angry. Interesting running back to me because he's not a big guy, but he kind of runs like a big guy.
Yeah.
His touchdown on 4th and goal was an incredible play. James Cook trying dodging contact, reaching over the goal line was awesome. But Chiefs Eagles is your Super Bowl 2 weeks from yesterday. Eagles are 2-point dogs to the Chiefs as of the early line in that game.
Jake said a strange line, I thought, earlier in the show today, Raph. I want to see what you think. He thinks Illinois will be a 10-point favorite against Nebraska on Thursday. I thought that was high.
I said 8 to 10. I revised to 8 to 10 points.
I'd go 8.
Ooh.
I'd go 8.
Vegas knows Nebraska is scuffling, and that's being kind right now.
I'm going to say 4 at the most.
I would say then, it's not a gambling show. We all know that. But I'd take Illinois to cover 4.
4 at the most.
One team is good, and one team is going through extreme motions right now that I don't see them getting out of anytime soon. So, on that wonderful note, we'll pass it off to the drive with Raph, AD, and AG for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages.